Getting myself reorganized. Welcome back to the second half. Who would like to shoot?
I'll go. Cotton will push the button. So be towards the twisting, aiming at the direwolf. You are 11 hexes away. 1, 2, 3. 11, yep, 11 hexes away. We'll be shooting with the Gauss rifle and then 2 PPCs again. Start at 2, jump for 5. You have a modifier of 1, so it makes it 6. So be hitting on 8s. Yep, Gauss. We'll hit. We'll hit the right leg for 15. PPC 1. Right leg takes 15.
Yep, I'm getting there. I'm there now.
All right. The PPC hits the left torso for 10. If it goes internal, crits twice. No, you're
Left
fine.
torso for 10?
Yep, you're fine.
No, I'm good.
Oof, that's right. And what else?
Then last PPC. Center torso, which you're fine, center torso, aren't you? We'll let that lie.
Okay.
And that'll be it, and we'll build 2 heat for the Marauder.
Okay. Direwolf will counterattack. It is shooting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yikes.
5, 7.
Tends to hit on anything. How much heat do I build? I didn't lose any heat sinks, so
yeah.
should be alright. Can be 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 24 is 42, which means I can fire everything without overheating.
I think you're hitting on 11s, aren't you? 5.
1 pilot, 4 for the head hits, 1 for
5.
range,
Yeah. So
2 for
6,
its movement, and 2 for your movement.
8. And plus the trees I'm in. So that'd be
Are you
11.
in the trees?
Yes.
I didn't see that. Okay, yes.
Tactical tree placement.
These are naturally occurring trees as well, not plot point trees.
Yes,
No,
I
these
understood.
aren't my shenanigan trees.
Okay. Move this over here so that I can keep track of it. ER large laser 1. Yeah. Large laser 2. No. EL around
You don't
10.
have the second ER large laser.
What? Yes, I do.
You lost the arm.
I have 4 ER large
Yes,
lasers, bro.
He's got 2 in the.
I didn't
Ultra
think of
AC
that.
5, miss. Medium pulse,
Yes, 2 ER large lasers.
miss. Medium pulse, miss.
Okay.
Trying to tell me how many ER
I
large
didn't
lasers
think you
I
had
got.
2 ER larges.
Listen, bro, I got enough ER large lasers to handle you every day of the week that are 4 days of the week.
Okay.
Y'all are up.
I just realized I can't shoot, so skip me.
I can shoot. Shoot at Ultra AC2 at the Kraken hitting on 7s.
Aiming for the head.
No. No, it's a miss.
Yeah.
All right, firing 8 LRM 15s at the Marauder 2 at 9s. No, that was very sad to watch. Yes.
It's a hit. Buster, 3
5 will
though.
hit. My right side, so you'll be hitting my right leg. 6-5.
Third pack misses. Fourth pack hits.
That'd be 6,
9 missiles.
9. Okay. Yeah. You
What
need
am I
4
hitting?
to
Right
hit.
side?
Right side. So
Right arm.
first 5 will hit.
The next
Right.
4 will hit your right leg.
Okay.
Missile pack 5 misses. 6 misses. Yeah, I'll let it lie. 7 misses. 8 misses.
Dang. All right. Final person.
One
me.
time that
7
choosing the
to
side to be hit
drop it on your
actually
head.
got the side hit. It didn't somehow wanted its way to the other side.
I miss. Womp womp womp.
You have any
At
edge?
plot point, that's it. I need a 7 to hit.
If you've got a plot point, I'd probably re-roll it.
Yeah, it
You roll both or just one?
would reroll
Both.
both.
All right, might as well then.
So first 5 would hit
Oh,
the.
I hit it
Oh,
then.
okay, it hits same place.
Location 5, which he is, I'm assuming facing towards me. So front,
The first 5
So,
will hit the right, leg.
3,
Second 5 will hit the right arm.
right arm.
This
Come
internal.
on,
Didn't crit.
didn't crit, and I'm out of plot points.
Next 5 hits the center torso.
And then the last set,
Hits left torso for 5.
Okay.
Did you? I think you're supposed to be taking off the Kraken.
yes, the Kraken.
Oh. Shit.
Sorry.
How do we reverse this?
I don't know if we can at this point.
Right torso was 5. Center torso
torso,
from
5.
a right hit.
It was right leg, I believe. And the other one, I don't remember. 7.
Oh, that was I don't remember now.
You were
Right
just
leg.
Right leg. Yeah, let's go with that.
2 right
Yeah.
leg, left torso, and then center torso.
Okay, now it's in the right places.
Okay.
You say right torso, center torso?
Left torso, center torso.
Okay, I think that's right.
Close enough. All right, that's it.
Anybody have any more shooting?
Nope.
I think that's it.
All right, switch roll our dice.
It's the speed
Wow,
round.
some fast rounds.
we just had a combat round in 7.5 minutes. Crazy.
Yeah.
Shit. And I lose.
All right, it should be same again. 1 2 1 2.
Kraken will not move.
Forced it.
Okay, I'll go.
1 2 3 4 7.
And that's sound wave. If you jump there, you won't be able to jump back out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I won't be able to hit him there either. I'm at 9. It's 9 range, and it's 9.9 there. I don't think I have the movement to actually get closer enough to shoot. So I can run for
First round at
6. But I need to be like there to actually hit him. Yeah. One, 2.
I think we both moved Arthur, so it's over to the direwolf now. All right.
Okay, he doesn't move either. Good luck.
Okay. The artillery lands right there.
Oh shit, I forgot about artillery. Oh, haha! Haha, I didn't hit that artillery. Good, good. You want artillery again?
Jump there.
Well, there's
one
a
shot
chance
left.
If it misses, there's a chance that it could hit at least
Have to miss by a
little
lot,
bit on the
though.
Kraken.
This
Ha-
jump.
It could hit the Kraken? How? It was.
We have
it
to
was-
miss by at least 2, so and then drift 2 that way and to get him because it's a 3 hex radius.
I'll buy that. It hits exactly.
Okay.
Kabam!
Should destroy those trees that Pondo built out of spite.
we'll leave them there. I will take my headset off and go get my water. Shit. I gotta remember how to do this real quick before you get started.
You want to just lob it right on top of the Kraken?
I don't know if he's going to not move again.
That's the gamble we have to take. That's.
Yeah.
I think he might not because he needs to cool off a little bit.
I mean, you could put him. You could put it 2 in front of the, like, put it there. So if it doesn't move, it takes the 5, and if it moves straight forward, you know, if even it moves its maximum distance straight forward, it still takes the 5.
All right, that
As
works.
if it turns. Okay, all right with that?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't shoot this turn.
The question is, do I stand still? I didn't actually move at all.
Yeah.
You're still going to move. So have you moved Soundwave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I'm
not in range to still shoot, but next turn I'll be able to. And
11.
I wanted to keep range until I was out of arrows. I didn't realize that he could just tap me from anywhere. I could shoot him.
Yeah, I think the Marauder just stays where it is.
I think us smaller mechs are going to go up there and just keep him busy while you big guys keep pot-shotting him. Same thing the lights did to us earlier. Bark at his heels.
Okay. Let's see here. You didn't move, Pondo?
No, and I don't.
I think he's still working it out
with the artillery.
Yeah, so what I meant is we worked out what that artillery was, but we hadn't actually. He had to finish his movement.
I don't know if I should move or not. I think I should. At least maybe run for 5 hexes. Yeah, I don't know if it's still worth trying to hit the direwolf still or not.
You could jump into this light woods.
No, I can't jump in there. It's slightly too far away.
Right.
Yeah, the Marauder's one of those weird ones that jumps less than it walks.
No, it jumps 3.
Oh, does it? Oh no, okay.
It's just 4 hexes away is the issue.
Oh yeah.
I think we just need to stand still. Yeah. And let it lie.
Okay. Let me do the math then.
Do you want? I can go ahead and shoot because I know what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I
please
can't
do, please
fire,
do.
so I can be one of the first shooters since I can't shoot.
So it'd be shooting the Goss and 2 ER PPCs at the direwolf. Just hitting on 4 because it started 2, didn't move, and he didn't move. And it'd be medium range. You want to press the button?
Yes.
Okay. And it'll be hitting front arc.
You're hitting direwolf?
Yep.
Okay.
So Goss hits 15 to the left torso. Crits
Well.
once.
That's internal.
Crits once. Damn, there's ammo in there. No plot points.
It's rough. 3-1 is fusion.
Okay, that's decent.
Ready?
Yep. PPC 1. That'll hit. Left torso again takes 10.
Any crits?
No. Last one. That'll hit. Right arm goes to right torso. Takes
Internal.
10. No crits.
Okay.
Man, you got that one little bit of that right torso left. Yeah. And that will actually drop us down to 2 heat.
Okay. Direwolf
Wait,
returning
oh,
fire.
5 heat again, didn't you?
No, just 3.
Okay.
Everything will hit at a 6 except the pulse lasers, which hit at a 5.
At the Marauder?
At the Marauder, yes. ER large is first. Swoons me deeply inside. Okay, that's a hit.
ER
Is that your
large.
right side?
Yep, center
Okay,
torso.
center torso for an ER large laser's worth.
10.
Okay, LRM 10. Misses. Ultra AC and Ultra mode. That's a hit. 1 hit. Right torso. Double crit.
Yep. Doesn't go internal though.
Damn it.
Ultra 5. So yeah. Medium.
Medium laser hits. Right leg.
Right leg takes 7.
Right arm.
Does it crit?
3 crits. 2 crits. 2 crits.
Okay.
10, 11, so 2 crits.
It goes internal with 5 internal.
Good, good. This is my revenge. What do you got in that arm? Anything good?
PPC and medium laser and some double heat sinks. And yeah, shoulder.
3, 4 is medium laser. Boy, what a great fish. Jesus.
I think 3,
6,
4 is
1.
actually double heating, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I did 4, 4. 3, 4 is a double heatsink, and then 6, 1 is an ER PPC. All right, so that's not bad.
So I can't use that ERPPC now.
Correct. And you lose 2 heat building capacity.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna get that arm anyway. That was the last pulse laser. You guys are up.
There's nothing else in that arm worth getting.
I'll go. Firing
Not really.
ER large at the Kraken, hitting on a 7. That'll hit.
Right leg
Location 5, right leg.
takes 8.
Or
8.
8.
Uh-oh. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just ruining the stream real quick. Okay. You say... Did someone move the sheet? That's what the problem was. Okay. Right leg for how much?
8
8.
on the Kraken.
Okay, got it.
That's it.
Alright, well, Kraken's about to fuck you up, brother. You got a ringside seat to your own destruction. It's a 7 to hit you with 8 LRM.
That includes my woods.
Yep. You get hit. An 8, so probably gonna be 9
so
missiles.
it'll be
9 missiles.
So
Center
first
torso for 5.
Got it.
doesn't go internal.
Nope.
Left torso for 5. 4 for 4.
Does it go internal?
Okay, that does go internal.
That's
It crits
crit.
once.
Come on, get you. Get you, buck. Which torso is this?
Left.
Left.
Good, good. You got some engines in there that I don't hit. Alright, 5-3 is a reroll. 3-2 is an engine. Welcome to Heat Zone, brother. Okay, second attack.
You need 7s?
Yep. Third. Hits.
That'd be
10 is
12
going to
hit.
be 12.
So first 5 will hit the left leg.
Left leg 5. Got it.
Second 5 will hit center torso.
Center
Does it go
torso
internal?
5. Got it. Nope.
Okay. 2. We'll go to right leg.
That is internal.
It doesn't crit. This would be pack 4.
That was the third one. Yeah. So here's one before, which hits 12 missiles again.
12 again. Center torso takes 5.
That's internal.
Doesn't crit.
Cotton, I can't see with your doohickey
Yeah,
there.
you gotta move your mouse.
Just move it so slightly south. Thank you.
Yeah. So second 5 will hit the right leg. Doesn't crit.
Close the leg off.
Oh, well.
And I'll come back for that later.
And the last 2 will hit the left torso. No crit.
Got it.
This thing somehow lives after all this.
Pack 5 hits. 9
All right,
missiles.
maybe not. 9. First 5 will hit the left torso. No crit.
Got it.
Left torso again for another 5.
Blows
no,
off the
4.
torso. Blows off
4
the
missiles.
torso.
Yep.
Okay. So then your mech is gone.
You're done. You're done. Then your mech keeps taking missile damage way past that.
Can I do the thing we talked about?
You don't have any edge left. Oh, you want to expend your life force to do 2 more actions?
Yes.
Very well. I'll allow it. I mean, but the thing is, you're not going to have a mech left. Like, if I keep rolling damage, there will literally not be a single part of your mech remaining.
Should we go through the rest of them then?
I don't think it's worth it right now. I mean, you didn't accidentally die to, you know, like an internal XL fusion hit. You're not going to have any parts left of your mech when you're done with this.
Very well.
Okay. I mean, it's the last episode. Or the last, yeah, pretty much last episode of the season, of the series, so.
Yeah.
Which way are you facing, Lima?
That's a great question. You managed to...
Is it this way? Or is it this way?
Oh, I'm facing south. I'm facing this way.
That's
okay.
Well, that's the north, but sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you end up ejecting right here. Not that it'll matter. I don't have time to go chasing all of you down. I got real shit to do.
Yeah, I think like Rad, I don't eject.
Wow, listen to all you non-ejecting motherfuckers. Listen, there's gonna be a scene for all of you where fake Rapier shows up in his elemental suit and is like, hey, you alive? And you're gonna be like, yeah, I am. And he's gonna be like, thank you for your service. And then like strangle you to death and be like, oh, they died of their wounds on their mech. Oh, so sad. Got him.
Got him.
I build 2 heat. Okay, who's still got time to shoot?
I gotta shoot.
Yeah, I knew that shit was coming.
AC2 and ERPPC at the Kraken. Both of you on 7s. ERPPC first.
Oh, that'll hit.
Hit. So that's right leg takes 15.
Jesus.
Sure.
Wow.
I'll need to make a piling check.
That's also hit with the AC2. 1 shot, so 2 damage to the left torso.
This is high roller right over here. Roll 2 damage. Oh, cracked it. What's your piloting skills? 3. I needed a 4. I will spend a plot point, which I have 3 of and now 2. I stay standing.
He wobbles and then just. Oh no. Nuh-uh. I'm winning. I'm technically winning.
Get that Buccaneer out of here. Okay. Anybody else got any heat problems? Shooting? Anything like that?
Nope.
Alright, let's remove movement dice for those of us that actually...
Did you shoot Soundwave?
I'm out of range.
So I
He
got
only has
medium
medium
lasers left.
Yeah. I had to move 1 more forward. I didn't have the run or the jump. because I was going through the water, so I
Well,
just jumped.
I rolled a
could-
3.
Could possibly win here. And I don't.
No.
And I rolled the same.
Oh, okay. So you can actually jump out of that water, Soundwave, because you have torsos and your jump jets in your torsos.
So it's 1, 2, 1, 1.
Sorry, what?
He's talking the movement order.
Oh.
And the answer to that is the direwolf does not move.
Okay, I'll move.
I got problems.
Eventually.
It's killing me. These mech. I could see all the mechs at one point. Now they're all half of them are cubes now. I wonder what I did wrong. I must have deleted something on my side.
I might just need to reload. Or maybe your computers has decided it feels like cubism is a legitimate choice.
Yeah, it's only for certain mechs too.
Some people like that kind of thing. Dynamis, thank you for the sub.
All right, I've moved, so someone else needs to move on our side.
All right, I'll jump to the woods.
I don't know why that isn't showing up on alerts. That's weird.
All right, so over to the Kraken now, OP.
Okay. Will the Kraken move?
Here, Kraken.
Great question. 1, 2,
Here, Kraken.
8, 9, 10.
Here, Kraken.
Playing dangerous games, Soundwave.
Either way, I can't come
Here.
back next week. So
Sounds like no one can come back next week. It'll just be me playing chess by myself.
I can play him back next week.
Just you and me, James. That's gonna be
yeah,
the
but
only people on the call.
that's how we actually win. We let James alone so he can actually do this right. Where we keep
What we should do is
scoring.
we should replay the battle at Arthur and Alpha Strike and see how
No,
fast
thank
it would
you.
be.
I'm good.
Everyone dies.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much the result we're getting anyway. It's going to be 1 or 2 mechs standing.
maybe
much
one
longer.
flying.
The Kraken will not move. Sorry to showboat there, but
Okay.
All right, you better roll your artillery shoot chance because it's a chance that it may hit the Kraken. It's landing.
well, let's finish movement before we do that.
Sorry, that's true.
We've hastily made decisions before.
Well, Gleemo's not moving.
We don't want to Raddosaurus this. Where he gets up and then James like, oh yeah, artillery.
Oops.
Moving 5 hexes forward.
I don't know why it would show that, but it wouldn't show Prime Gaming subs. So, okay, who still has to move or hasn't moved, or what are we doing?
Everyone's moved.
Everyone's
Okay.
moved.
Are we shooting now?
Well, artillery lands here, or does it?
Oh, correct. It does not.
Which way does it go?
5. So, forward and left. Or
I
left.
don't know what forward or left is in its orientation, so.
Well, where's it
Well,
hitting?
sure.
Here? Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It lands here instead.
So it still hits him with a 5 damage.
Oh no!
I'll roll it.
Please,
But
James.
what if he missed?
5 damage right arm.
Okay,
Woohoo.
sure. But why did the Marauder move? So sad. Okay, how armored is this Marauder still? Can I like one-shot it? Probably not.
I mean, you peel it away. Just like you've done
It
everything
doesn't
else
have
with this.
XL engine, so you can't. Unless you get to the center torso, that is.
Okay. I'm gonna want to do 7, 10, 11, 12. All right, so you are in medium pulse range, which makes that a little bit easier for me. All right, don't fire an ER large. That will bleed off some heat for me. I won't fire either of them, and I'll just bleed off all my heat. 1 + 4 + 1 for range. Your movement is 2.
Who are you talking to?
Your movement was 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
my movement.
You're the scarier one that's on the side of this
4,
field right now.
5,
I think you have
Okay.
more. No, you don't. There, you got
6,
shot.
7. So it's a 8, 6,
I'm a disco ball compared to you.
8, 7. All right.
I lost the PPC, so it's not as great. What are you hitting me with?
LRM 10 first. At 8s. No. 2, 1 Ultra AC5 in Ultra mode. Yes, but no Ultra.
hit me
What is this?
location
Your
5,
right side?
What's
So you're
location 5?
10
Yes,
damage right arm.
Okay. I'm trying
Alright,
to
so
confirm
I
that
guess-
it's right side hit.
Right torso.
Yep.
Okay. Medium pulse lasers. Needs 7s. Yes. Left arm.
Good.
Why did you say it was right torso, Pondo? You still got internal structure left on the
Oh,
arm.
that's right. Never mind. Hold on a second. That's some reason I already threw off that arm. That's
And
useless.
left arm.
Left arm?
Yep.
Took 7, right? Because it was medium pulse.
Yes.
Did you hit it twice?
Just once this time.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Okay. You put in the 7 from what I just said?
Yep, I'm caught up.
Okay. That's it for this guy. And he drains all his heat because no ERs.
I'll go. I'm hitting on. He didn't move, right?
No.
The Kraken.
Correct.
So 6s, 4 shots. First one hits. Location 7 center, which is center torso. Second shot. Also hits. Left leg, no, left arm.
Okay.
Third shot.
5.
Hit again. 2.
Center torso through armor critical.
2 armor critical.
Is there a
Crits
crit?
once. Crits once. You don't have ammo in there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
1, 6 is a gyro.
Gyro.
Did something. And the final shot.
That will make your piloting check around to make your second.
7 again, which is center torso.
Center torso.
So I'm ice cream scoop trying to get to that center torso. Hopefully James will just blow the center torso off. Won't happen, but it'd be fun.
Sorry, the last batch hit the center torso as well?
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So what happens if both gyros are damaged? Is
They
that-
can't
falls
stand up.
prone.
It's impossible to
You
stand
can't
up.
okay. So there is a reason. It's just not as awesome as Kaboom.
It's not as immediate death as Kaboom.
Yeah. Not as instantly gratifying as dead.
Don't make the PSR yet, because if it takes more damage, it might increase the difficulty of that PSR for the gyro hit.
I think I'm going to focus fire on the crack. Well, no.
Well, it's Arthur's go to go.
Yeah, it is. The
Oh.
Kraken is firing 8 LRM 15s at the Marauder
Of
at
course.
7s. Bling. That's a hit.
Really? At 7s?
Yes.
Yep, he's a badass.
So 6 hit. First 5 hit my. What's the 4 on right
Yeah.
side? What's the 4 on right side?
Right arm.
Right arm.
So that.
Left torso
goes
for 1. With 2 crits.
Left torso for 1.
Yep. Is it internal?
That will go internal. The only thing you can hit is a double heat sink.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it's there.
Okay, well then just mark it off twice. That's... Is this the second shot? Sounds right. Okay, third shot. That'll do it. 9 missiles hit.
What power
First
is
5
this?
in your right arm.
So that'll blow the arm off. Then 1 will go into the right torso. Okay.
4 in the right leg.
Okay.
Pack number 4 hits. Not a lot of missiles. 6 missiles hit. 7 right torso.
5.
Yep.
5 missiles hit. Okay.
one missile in the left arm. It blows it off if it's internal.
No. I had 8 armor left. I have 7 armor left in the arm.
5 misses. 6 hits. 9 missiles. First 5 left torso.
Okay.
Next 4 right torso.
4 right torso.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a hit as well. These rolls are absolute garbage. 6
So
missiles
6.
hit.
The right
First
arm.
5 in the right arm.
All right.
1 to center torso with a no crit.
Doesn't go
Nothing
internal
works.
anyway.
Number 7. Oh. Let's not talk about it. That hits with 9 missiles.
9 missiles.
The first 5 hit
5
center
hits center
torso.
torso. Doesn't go internal. So
Right
4
arm.
goes into right arm, so right torso.
And it's a crit if it's internal.
Does go internal.
You're gonna tell me it's only
It's
in there.
you need to roll 2 dice.
2 is double heatsink again.
No, you're right torso.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
no,
right
okay,
torso
so,
is
all right,
double
so I
heatsink.
That is the best place you could have hit me.
Well, yeah, that Gauss
Other
rifle.
than the Gauss rifle ammo, actually. That actually would have been the best place.
You don't want to have that Gauss rifle explode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, another round bites the dust. Do-do-do.
So what are you down to? 9?
Do-do. Yeah, 9 rounds left. And
Jesus.
technically I have 9 rounds and 1 extra round of 1 LRM-15 ammo I didn't fire earlier.
Oh yeah,
Because I only fired 7 for 1 round.
I don't think.
Okay, so I built 2 more points of heat. No, wait, I only fired 8? Okay, then yeah, I built 2. Not great, not great.
I'm going to get him.
Okay, you guys are up.
I'll shoot. I will. Should I start hitting the Kraken, or do I need to try to finish off the direwolf?
Well, let me have a go at the Kraken first, then you can decide, all right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll take the Kraken. Putting everything on the Kraken. Hitting on 6s, starting with the ERPPC.
And peel some of that armor off.
That's a hit. Takes left torso takes 15.
Damn.
LRM 10 is a hit with 6 on a 10 is 6 missiles, 5 damage left arm.
Okay.
1 damage head
1 to the head.
with a pilot hit.
Nice.
There's that paint scratch.
Yep.
Ultra AC2.
It's a little light show, then bam,
misses.
and missile hits him.
Okay, pilot's conscious.
There's that paint scratch.
Okay.
What
What
is
is it
this
to
Kraken's
shoot?
piloting?
Pondo still.
Yeah. I guess I'll shoot at the direwolf, because if I can gimp its armament, well, the Kraken almost has
It's looking spicy too.
left torso is looking pretty empty. Really, it's no good shot.
What are you doing?
Got some nice ammo in that left torso.
Yeah. What am I hitting? I think it's the same either way. Because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 6, 11. It's gonna be the same either shot. I'm gonna be only able to do. I'll shoot at the direwolf. Be hitting on 6s with the Goss and 1 PPC. So yeah. Yeah, so Goss and 1 PPC at the direwolf. Hitting on 6s.
Okay.
Yep. Goss hits. Are you front arc? I think so.
Am I facing front towards you?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, front arc.
Yes.
Yes. So it's
Okay,
right torso
so-
takes 15.
Yeah.
And this is the direwolf or the kraken?
Direwolf.
So it takes the torso off.
So yeah,
Yep.
torso's off. That's just destroyed.
that's it.
That's the last 2 engine hits gone.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
All right, well, I'm glad I did that. Now we just have the Kraken to worry about.
That just shudders and falls over. It's like boom. For the clans.
Anything
Made it
else?
sound old.
That's. I think it's all
That's
we're
it.
shooting.
Okay, so I need to
Did
make
Soundwave shoot?
2. What?
Did
Soundwave
Soundwave
shot.
shoot?
Yeah, he shot.
He
Yeah.
shot his
Yeah.
pulse or his.
So you make
laser.
two piling rolls of
Yeah.
+4
Yep.
with a pile injury, so +5 basically.
The injury happened in this round. Does it still count?
Yeah, that does apply now. Yes.
Okay. I'm good
So 8
for
something.
the first one. I spent a
Nice.
point.
So you're down to 1 plot point left.
That's correct.
Speed dating. Let's go.
All right, we can do this.
His roll's actually better than the other guys.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, my total's a 14.
My totals are 13.
Great.
So we all go.
less.
We all go than you.
All right, so he opens his comms for the first time since they did the I am Smoke Jaguar howling. And he says, I am Andrew. I may be the last Smoke Jaguar standing here today, but you will not destroy our people. The Great Khan has escaped, and one day, rebirths, the clans will return to destroy you, to destroy your pathetic inner sphere, and to wipe your genetic legacies clean. Know that
I
I
think,
die
like-
with honor. The remembrance will show that I am the last Smoke Jaguar here, but he will not remember you.
I think Bandito kind of like shoves Black Rav a little bit out of the way. It's like, well, buddy, the only thing you're gonna be remember is the dirt on my boot.
No, sit. You are not making them mad at us.
Then Bandito goes back to sleep.
That doesn't sound right.
Blake, you will be destroyed.
All right, Eric.
All right, so we all need to move.
All of you need to move, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
Forward.
Yeah, I have to because I have to make sure I stay in range.
I'm not moving.
That's pretty motherfuckerly of you, you know?
1, 2.
It's very not cash money.
Casually walk out and go, "Hey, you can shoot me in the face. I'm friendly." And I didn't respond to you on communications.
You need to move one more to get modifier 1.
I would just put it out there as a
Okay.
make it a ridiculous number.
Am I really 8 hexes away? That's so painful.
6.
All right. I'll wait that shit. I don't move.
Okay.
You go shoot first.
I will shoot first. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hexes away.
Don't forget your trees.
Yep. No, I got that. So 2, jump for 5. With 1 tree makes it 6. You didn't move. Plus 2 makes it 8. So Goss and PPC going to hit on 8s. Yep. Goss.
7.
That's left torso. Spin an edge, or last edge, to reroll that 1 for the hit.
Good luck.
It'll hit. Left torso takes 15.
Internal.
It
No
doesn't
crit.
hit.
Man, that'd be a good place if you had a plot point to crit, though.
PPC. I don't know.
6.
That's fine. I opened it up for somebody else.
All right. Let me see where I'm at here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. So that's plus 2. So he didn't move, right?
Nope.
So it'll be 5s. All right. So
He's
I'll try to peel off some more armor off that monster. So first shot. That's a hit. And the 11. So
left arm.
arm.
takes 5.
Mm-hmm.
Second shot. Still hits. It's in the 5, which
right
is
leg.
right leg. Ugh,
Takes 5.
takes 5. Hit again. and
Right torso.
Right
Takes
torso, 5.
That'll probably miss, right?
That actually doesn't hit. Just 1 point off.
Do you
So that's it
still
for
have
me?
a plot point?
Nope. I used
Okay.
it earlier to.
James, do you have a plot point?
Nope.
Okay. So we're
They're all
doing this the hard
gone.
way.
That's 15 damage. At least I hit 3 of 4. That's good odds. So I think it's James. You're the last one.
Okay.
He needs us. Oh, we're doing those at the end. Never mind.
So I'll put everything onto it, but the AC2 will target the left torso. So 5s and 8 for the AC2. So 5 for the ERPPC. Is a hit. That is the left leg takes 15.
Doesn't crit. Or do you make a crit? I don't remember.
No, it didn't
Oh
go
no,
through
that's
anyway.
left leg.
Yep.
You need right leg.
Okay, then the LRM10 misses. AC2 misses.
Oh man.
What do you need for the?
Annoying, that would have been if I had 1 more point, that would have actually gone into the left torso, and been critical as well because I get human TRO.
Yep. But how many rounds has this been? 21.
Can you make it off the map at this point? I guess you could.
Who, me?
I mean,
Well,
right,
I mean, if
he's
I
a
kill
two-
all of you,
He's a 1-2 movement speed right now, so
I mean, if there's no one to
I
stop him,
can
he can just
crawl
walk.
off the map if I have to, motherfucker.
Well, if you would have to get
bunny
there
hop.
by the end of essentially round 31, right? Is that how it's working?
yeah.
Just
The
make him
rest of the
play.
battle's actually already been fought and won, and they're already leaving. They're already
Yeah.
getting back to the sphere.
You got it. Yeah. I'm firing at Soundwave at 6s with,
Yeah, I figured. All right.
let's
tell me
say
where.
8 launchers. I just want to wipe them out. That'll hit.
All right.
9 missiles. First 5 hit the right leg.
Right leg. How much damage? 5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
4 hit the right arm.
Right arm. Right arm's
Second pack hits. A lot of them are going to hit. 12 hit.
All right.
First 5 center torso.
It's 5 center torso. No internal.
Right leg for 5.
Right leg for 5. All right, no internal.
2 center torso.
2 point.
Yep.
All right, so center torso is still there.
If that hits. That's 9 missiles.
First 5.
Right leg.
Right leg. Oof.
Right torso 4.
Torso 4. All right.
4th pack hits. Ugh. Ugh. Alright.
So 6 hit.
Yeah.
First 5 center torso.
Yeah.
Center torso. All right.
We'll get through that torso. Next
Yep.
one hits center torso.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so is it 4?
Missile pack 5 hits. Ugh.
5 just hit the center torso.
So that's internal.
Doesn't crit.
Get that arm. That hits. That's 12 missiles. First 5 hit right leg.
Right leg, that's internal.
Doesn't crit.
Center torso through armor critical with
It
a
was
critical.
internal anyway, so 1
That's
crit.
internal. So how much damage? 5?
Yep.
All right.
Then we have 1 crit to roll.
Give me that gyro. 3-4 is a gyro.
Yep.
Just want to make you fall. Where was I? This is numbers. That was the second 5 of number 7, I think.
Yeah.
This is the
I believe
last
so.
2 are right torso.
Right torso.
All right.
No
Minus
crit.
5.
That was 2. Sound wave.
2.
Oh, just 2.
Yeah.
9
hit.
last
the
will
first
hit. Left
Left
arm
arm.
5.
Left arm 5.
Give me that center torso.
then 4 will hit.
That's the head.
The head.
4 head.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Alright, you're gonna need to roll for consciousness. You're gonna have to roll for a lot of shit, actually.
Yeah, it's figuring it's roll for a lot of
You're gonna
things.
do consciousness first, and then you're gonna make your standing check and your gyro hit check all at
Alright.
once.
All right, so what am I?
You need to make a
looking
sanity
at?
check too, Arthur, at plus 5.
So, what am I
Double
looking
sixes.
at? Damn.
Sorry, Soundwave has a +5, right? Not me. I have a +1,
You've
right?
got-
No,
No,
yeah,
because
plus 5.
you've got a gyro hit, and you've also got a
Oh well, I rolled double sixes, so I don't
that's
I
what it is.
literally just don't give a shit.
yeah, gyro hit's +3, +1 for 20 damage plus. So 2. Sonic's gonna make 2 at +4, plus plenty piling damage.
So what's my total there?
How much pilot damage you got? 1.
One.
So
One.
+5.
So I could get 9s.
Got
You were
him.
4 pilot, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's down.
Okay, you fall 3, so 2 turns right. You're gonna take the damage on your right side. What's the weight of your mech? 60? 65?
65.
Okay, so you take 7 points of damage. It all goes together, right?
Yep.
Okay. Right arm.
That's internal. Tyrone
Destroyed.
is gone.
Got
And 2 go to right torso.
So you're basically out now because you got no, with the part with your modifier, you won't be standing up again, and you can't fly off the ground because you're missing an arm. So effectively, you're out of this combat.
Yep. So I figured as soon as I fall down, I'm done because I don't have arms.
Perfect. I build 2 more heat. Starting to get a little spicy over here. You and me, James. You and me,
Slash
partner.
Cotton.
No, I meant for tactical combat. I have a 13.
I have a set 13 as well.
Roll again.
You win.
Okay. You can move, then we all move.
Okay.
I think you're a 1-2 right now, aren't you?
partner. I mean, I am a 1-2. I'm just not going to move. Good luck.
Okay, no worries. I also don't move.
I want to move, but I don't think I should. Twelve hexes. Get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to hit me.
Why don't you just come closer, Pondo? Send this in
That's a terrible idea. Since you're a
gunslinger.
kind
Let's
man.
do it. This really, well, the one time in this game we actually carry out a one-on-one duel.
No, I'm good.
So you're not moving?
I might be moving, just not in the direction
Okay,
you'd like.
well, it's all on you. Hey, remember when combat rounds took 2 hours?
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
What is your? Is it 14 for long range for you?
Yes.
15 for long range.
15.
I can't force that on you. I think I have to stand still. I don't think I can make it harder for you to hit me. Yeah. Unless I can just bunny hump, but that just makes it harder for me to hit you. Five. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'd stand still. B5's the hit.
My
You'll be
target
hitting
is
me on
clear.
sevens. You're a 2-3, right?
Big. It's a 2. Then it's
Okay,
plus
3.
1 for my hit. Then it's 2 for the woods.
So 5.
And
That
then
medium range
1
makes it
for
7.
heat and medium range. So
Makes
it's
it
8. Wait, where are we getting 6 from?
Oh, well, I did 2 for your starting, plus 1 for your hit.
Yep.
Let's make it 3. 2
Yep.
for the woods, make it 5.
5.
2 for range,
Yep.
makes it 7.
one
and
for
plus
heat.
7 plus 1 for heat. 8.
Is 8.
I didn't think about the heat.
Yep.
So,
I'm
you're
there.
8.
8 works good for me. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fire 8 LRMs at 8s.
Jiminy Christmas.
What do you mean, damn it?
I said Jiminy Christmas.
Well, Jiminy Christmas this.
That's second pick.
I need that plot point to pull off some denial shit. This is number 3. That'll hit. That's all 15. Right? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So first 5 will hit my right torso.
Are you facing front now?
Yep.
Okay.
No crit, so no worries.
Center
Number 5
torso
hit
with
center
a crit.
torso. Doesn't go internal.
Okay, I just wish it did. Right arm.
I go right torso. No crit.
Pack number 4. Hits. That's 12 missiles. Yes, 12.
Where's 5?
Right leg.
That doesn't go internal. Just shaves off the armor.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm banning somebody in chat. Second 5. Center torso. Last
4
2.
go internal.
What? That's fine. Didn't crit. Last 2 are right leg.
Is it crit?
Yes, double.
Alright, it does crit.
Getting my crit dice. I already have dice down here. Getting the crit dice. Alright. Area 3 and Area 4 hit on the leg. That's 2 actuator hits. Do you make piloting skill rolls for actuators popping? Or they just increase the difficulty?
Each one, when you take the crit, you do a PSR.
Okay. So complicated. So he does it right now?
Well, at the end of the shooting phase.
Okay, and we'll get
I need to
these.
take 2 rolls.
Yeah, just save them, save them.
Yeah, I'm just marking a die for the amount of rolls I need to make.
I'm setting pilot roll markers over here for you.
Okay.
Okay, well that wasn't a bad hit at all. Time for number 5. Time for number 6. 7. 8.
Miss.
Fuck you, I spend the plot point.
Okay. It's all 15 hit.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm spending it.
The first 5 will hit the right torso.
You heard it here, folks. APGamingREAL, he'll simp for 8s.
No crit. No, that was his last one.
Yes, that was my painfully adjudicated last one. This is left torso with triple crit.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Because there's nothing else in that torso besides one last double heatsink hit.
Well,
it doesn't blow off the torso.
Jesus.
Alright, where's the last 5 hitting?
I feel so robbed. Right leg.
That's okay. Alright.
Okay.
James?
Yes?
Do you want me to shoot first, or...?
I don't mind. I mean, the only thing is that if you shoot first and open up more locations, it gives us more options for where I target. But I'm probably going to be, once again, targeting the AC2 at the left torso.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to accidentally shoot off the torso that you can...
That's fine. I mean,
get
like...
crit.
Do you want me to shoot first then?
I don't know.
I'll go. I've got myself worked out.
Okay.
Okay, so ERPPC on 5. Hit center torso 15. Okay, LRM 10. Hit with the minor man missiles, which is a whole 3 missiles hit. 3 damage center torso.
That's internal.
2 crits.
Yep. Isn't it 3?
No, because it's 12 is 3.
That's bad. 6-3 is a fusion engine, which is okay.
Took me out 19 heat.
Yeah, I built another 5 real quick. Certainly, it's not the greatest. 6-6 is a
double
heat sink. Never mind. Then I build another 2.
AC2. Hits. Left torso takes 2 damage. No crit.
Okay.
Right, over to you, Pondo.
I guess.
Slash Cotton. It's Cotton.
We don't have any more. We used it all.
You have to call them Team Condo, man. That's the one I like.
Okay, Team Condo, man. You can do it.
Nailed it.
All right, Dad. So starting at 2.
Raddosaurus and Grimdark Dad team up for a new dad podcast.
Want to shoot the Goss and PPC. Start at 2, didn't move. You're medium range at 12 hexes, so 4, you didn't move. Then tree makes it 5.
This tree is about to save my life.
Gauss rifle. Left torso takes 15, blowing that off.
Yep.
True.
Any crit that goes through the center torso crit?
There's no crit.
Okay.
I died to open that up, and you got
did.
it.
That's it for him.
Oh, is
He's
it?
done. Yep, he explodes from
Yeah.
heat overload
okay.
and
Oh.
engine loss.
Oh, thank God.
He
That's good
fucking
because I do not think we could have taken him.
so the
Well, he lost half
literal
his armament right there.
the last smoke jaguar dies from a gout of fire coming out of his cockpit, and his whole mech is exploding, and all of his ammo bins are tossing ammunition, and they're exploding. It's literally the most fucking epic way we could have ended this fight, with everything exploding.
Has anybody here ever thrown like a box 22s on a campfire? It's a lot of fun.
No, because that would be very
That
dumb.
sounds terrible.
That
Terrible idea, yes. I've seen one thrown in there, and I was like, nope. That guy's no longer allowed to play near the fire.
Now, there's not. They don't have much spinning pressure, but any bullet that is being ignited is scary. There's a lot of velocity comes from actually being in a barrel, being shot through a barrel.
Are you? I just want to come over here. Rad is apparently memorializing all of the fallen by turning them into super giant statues.
So we need to add the catapult over there, right? Because it's functionally not usable unless someone climbs in there and has makes it stand up.
So the game turns from in combat to live cinematic very smoothly with the rotating helicopter cam pulling out. We see people arriving in trucks, repair trucks, ammunition trucks, retrieval vehicles. Other mechs come up. You notice that Northwind Highlanders are escorting them forward. The Highlanders are lean. They look like they're dirty. Maybe they haven't slept in days, but they have a kind of grim seriousness to them. We see.
They know how close they were to getting rolled over by an armless mech.
Those three LRM-5s, man. We see on the back of one of the repair trucks, Billy Wyndham Williamson IV, who opens the personal comm to his, I wouldn't say mentor, let's call him best friend, business partner, Butch McGurk. And he says, "Hey, buddy, still in there?
Yep.
I'm coming for you, man. I don't think we're going to be able to salvage much of the mech, but we have a long ride home, and there's plenty of spare parts."
Well, I'm sure you've got all kinds of new ideas, so you're ready to cook up.
I do, but you know what else I have? I don't just have a hot dog next to me. We hear a tss, and he says, "You know, my dad always hated these things, but I've got a nice cold primary beer here. They're the last two in clan space. Why don't you come on out and we'll get you one, buddy."
Right. I think you probably switched to Butch McGurk, and he's probably already sitting on top of his like downed mech, right? And he just is like, Roger that, and he takes his headset off and kind of tosses it back into like the popped open canopy, and gets up, kind of takes one last look at the battlefield from the top of this crab that he's obviously never going to pilot another king crab again, because this was like a 1 in a billion mech. And make his way towards, his rope ladder or whatever, however you get down from one of these things.
Well, this thing has fallen over, so.
Oh, it has fallen over.
Let's say cinematically it's fallen over.
Earlier. Well, then he's just on top of, the wreckage. He's just perched on it. Somewhere, somehow, he makes his way down.
Oh, we'll get that sweeping wide shot where he stands still, but the camera moves around him.
Yes,
panoramically.
Michael Bay, Bad Boys,
The sun setting in the distance.
We can do that in our drone budget. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's right.
Our fantasy drone
I feel
budget.
like his his cybernetic arm is probably like 2/3 like ripped away, because he's taken like a tremendous amount of pilot damage, right? Like he's bleeding profuse, lost a ton of blood. He's probably sitting on this mech like fully expecting to die. He took like 3 or 4 pilot damage. So I mean, he's not really in.
Yeah, you're gonna be rushed to a hospital unit.
Mostly
sure.
from his own team.
Right. Yeah.
That's not
The,
I don't want to
Russians.
talk
not
about
technically
it, okay?
correct.
Well, he took 2 pilot hits from the ammo explosion, which happened because he got hit by artillery.
It
Well,
was like, Ponda, you roll it. And like, okay.
So he probably, so like on second thought, he probably gets up to climb down and just thinks better of it and sits back down. He's like,
Yeah,
nah,
you come closer.
they send, what do they call them? A cherry pick, whatever the thing you use to repair electrical lines are.
cherry picker.
I call them cherry
Yeah.
picker.
Or
utility
scissor lift
vehicle.
or something like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Bandito gets rushed to the hospital as well because he was actually probably at worse state than McGurk.
So later that day, all of the survivors of the battle are summoned to a specific wing of the field hospital where all of your wounded have been gathered from that battle.
We're all in like gurneys.
Yeah. It's a little ragged, and obviously there are a lot of people in pain here. People have been fighting for months on this planet, and they just had to take all their wounded and run through a swamp for 2 weeks. It's rough, but you're approached by a somewhat familiar man. I think most of you, if you haven't heard of him, you've at least seen his face. His name is William McLeod, and he is the head of the Northwind Highlanders contingent, the McLeod's regiment. So as per all Northwind Highlanders, he comes in wearing a kilt and sash. He looks wrecked. He kind of looks like a guy who's been fighting for 10 days straight in a battle mech without rest, and he says, "Aye, so here are the wee lads that landed between us and the Smoke Jaguars."
Yes. It was a fun ordeal.
We
Sorry,
lost a lot of good men, but we would have lost a plenty more if you hadn't come to save us. You have my personal thanks. You always have a home on Northwind, and the Northwind Highlanders will always be allies of Crow's Black. We'll be sponsoring you for a higher level of mercenary rating when we get back to the MRBC.
That's mighty kind of you.
Which one of you is Butch McGurk?
You're looking at him, and I've got like my Forrest Gump like ice cream cone, you know,
Yeah.
like that
We all
they
turn to the
give
guy that's
people who
90%
can't eat solid
bandaged.
foods. Yeah.
Did you take shrapnel up as a buttocks?
That's the only part that's not hurt on
Got,
him.
you know, those little like clampy toys that you get from you know, museums and zoos and stuff that as a kid I always wanted really bad. It's got the little squeezy, and it's got like one of those. Billy's like rigged one into like the elbow joint of his torn off, and he's got the little clampy clamps holding the ice cream cone.
Listen, son. You look like you've seen a damn sight of war and more.
Is this guy anywhere near my age?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was born in 3005, so I mean he's like almost 60.
Pretty close, same age, pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, us young whippersnappers, we just can't help ourselves.
He goes to slap you on the shoulder, but thinks better of it because you're probably in a cast. You really lost something out there. Don't see many king crabs.
I've lost a lot of things along the way, and that's just a drop in the bucket. It's just a machine.
That's not just a machine. That's a piece of Star League history.
Well, my buddy Billy would certainly agree with you. It was more than that. To him and to a lot of people.
Now look, I can't promise you much. Obviously, it's no king crab, but if you need it, the Highlander personally commissioned in Black Watch colors for you on Northwind.
What's this guy's title? Is he commander or colonel? I'll have my people talk to your people, Colonel. It's certainly appreciated, although
That's assuming we get back to the inner sphere, of course.
to be rightly honest with you, I think I may have sat in a mech for a last time once this is all said and done, but
Well, a mech is a mech is a mech.
well, you know, I'm not one to turn down such a generous offer. We're just glad that you know, the right people are in the dirt and the wrong people are still walking. Or the right people are in the dirt and the right people are still walking around.
Which one of you is the major?
To me.
I understand your first company is something of a special operations unit. I saw your work out there. It was interesting.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm going to personally nominate you to get Task Force Serpent Ribbon. They don't hand those things out to anybody. Because only of us in Task Force Serpent can get it. But you certainly shed enough blood to earn it today. You're one of us.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have plenty more men to see to.
Of course.
So as he walks out, like, an honor guard starts following around, playing bagpipes everywhere he goes.
Damn it.
So you all are told that tomorrow there will be a speech by Prince Victor Steiner Davian to commemorate the end of this battle and to finalize the destruction of Task Force Serpent and Operation Bulldog to end the Smoke Jaguar clan forever. You're all invited to participate. If there's anything you want to do before then, now's the time. James, I'm aware we're going to lose you in like the next 5 minutes.
So let me ask you a question, Arthur. Yep. So, I mean, how much wrap-up do you want to do? Like,
I'm going to speed run Prince of Havoc.
So what I mean is, like, I mean, I was going to pick up kids. It's a 20-minute round trip, so I could be back here. I can just go off.
Okay,
and if you're still going, you know, like at 5 to...
If you're ready, I'll be here when you get back.
Okay,
Even if
I'll
I'm
go
the
in 5
only one
minutes.
here.
Okay, no worries.
Is there anything any of you want to do? I mean, it's basically like a huge shell shock. Several of you don't have machines anymore.
Yeah.
Others have participated in the worst fighting of their lives, conceivably.
I don't know that there's a lot left to
I want
do.
to go. Well, you know, I'll tap dance for time so James can get there and back. And
No, you don't need to tap that dance for time.
Okay.
There's plenty of small things to do between here and there.
Paul would volunteer to either run air combat ops, like as control.
There are no combat ops left to run.
I know what I mean.
When you
That's all he's got.
All right, I'll tell you what. When you return to the several pilots come out of the fortress dropship. If you'll remember, there were new joiners from another unit that showed up, and they didn't really respect you. The leader's call sign is Boeing, and he's joined by Northrop Grumman.
I love that name.
Yeah, they're called. I made call signs for all 5 of them, and they're all named after defense contractors.
They're great.
So Boeing like stands in front of you, and he takes like a stance, and he says, "I saw the battle cam footage of what you did out there, Colors. Not bad. I didn't take you for much of a pilot since you're a mech jock on the stick. But you really put the hurt on the clans out there in a way that I don't think even I could."
He shakes his head. It was all the machine, man.
You're the second best pilot I've ever seen, and I'm proud to call you my commanding officer. You won't be getting any more shit from me, except that one I took in your bed last night. And he holds up for a high five.
He high fives you back. It's like, okay. These
Must
traits.
be known he actually left a dump in his bed.
He probably did. I'll just go to his bed.
We're switching corners.
Oh, by the way, we're switching quarters for the rest of the day. Have a good one. Need to move my stuff, by the way. I'm the boss.
Anyone else have any small scenes?
I'd like a little scene with Rapier.
Fake ear?
Fake ear.
Yeah, Rapier
Good kill out there, man.
takes the helmet off of his elemental suit and puts it under his arm, and he says, "Peace of Blake be with you, brother."
He said, "Blake, thank you for the assistance out there. I don't think we would have made it through without you."
The Stone Rhino was a threat that only we could deal with in a really, really heroic, epic way, just like I, Rapier, always do.
Is anyone around us at this point?
If you don't want them to be there, and if you do want them to be there, is.
If there's not, then I just kind of wink and give him a wry half smile. Right, all exactly as Rapier's always done.
Yes, because that's who I am. You will need to petition whoever you need to get your mech repaired. Returning the astronomical data back to the inner
I mean,
sphere
could be either. We are Blake.
is of the highest priority to the word.
Understood.
He turns to look sadly at the setting sun and says, I do not think the Inner Sphere and the Star League are capable of handling the clans now. Whatever comes next is on Prince Victor's head. But should he fail, the word of Blake will be the sword of mankind.
At this point, I
Pull
I
out
think
an actual sword? Is that what you're doing?
sword and salutes and.
I really appreciate your commitment to character.
I had this whole death scene planned, and then damn it, I survived. I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, it's rough.
I was tempted to go and grab my Hawaiian shirt and my combat vest.
You're gonna cosplay Victor? It only counts if you have a hot dog.
I didn't have any hot dogs there, unfortunately.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
We got bratwurst. Does that count?
Now, here's the thing. For literal months, I've been reading excerpts from Prince of Havoc, which is the book where the events that are taking place right now are in. And tonight, I can't find my copy. But it is basically the last book of Twilight of the Clans that matters, really. And we're going to speed run with some cliff notes there. So you all attend the medal ceremony where hundreds of medals are handed out. It takes place in front of a pyramid from which a beam of light eternally strays into the sky. This is the genetic repository of the Smoke Jaguar. It's where all their genetic data is stored, and it's also where they birth new warriors from the Iron Wombs, cloning them from two parents. The Inner Sphere has taken control of it, and they aren't destroying anything, but they are prohibiting access to anyone who isn't a member of the Inner Sphere Task Force. Essentially killing the clan's warrior caste without actually destroying the genetic data. Set in the backdrop is a massive mountain. There's a thing like this in Atlanta that I've been to several times, but it's just like a giant granite mountain, and the side of it has a huge fucking Smoke Jaguar carved into it. And Prince Victor gives a speech about the strength of Task Force Serpent, everything that's happened. It takes like 4 pages. It's really, really long. And then he hands a device to someone in the crowd, and they click the button, and the Jaguar statue explodes under the weight of thousands of explosives. And the whole thing comes down as everybody cheers at the death of the Smoke Jaguars. Later that day, you hear that Prince Victor is the only person small enough to enter the sewer system to save orphaned children who ran away during the battle. So he goes down there and gets them. Then he runs into an elemental and defeats her in single combat, and she swears to become his bodyguard. No one's really sure how she got out of the sewer, if he's the only one that can fit in there, but everybody just assumes Prince Victor is the best, coolest person ever.
That sounds like BS, but all right.
Don't worry, the BS has only just begun.
How short is Prince Victor?
He's not actually that short. I think he's something like 5'9" or something.
Okay, so he's like, okay. So really, there's been a lot of people that actually gone down in there and do it. Okay.
Let's see here. Let's check his wiki page. I don't see height. They just say he's short a lot. That didn't technically happen in Prince of Havoc, but it happens during the Prince of Havoc timeline, and it's referenced constantly later on. Her name's Tiaret. You can look her up. It's Tiaret Neverson. All right. Prince Victor communicates with Strana Mechti using a hyperpulse generator and basically challenges the clans to 1v1 me, bro. He leads elite special units. He's picking a bunch of them to come join him. And the Jade Falcons have assured a ritual called SAFCON, Safe Conduct, which will let him land because it's his birthday when they arrive in system. Don't worry, it's gonna get worse. You all are invited not to join that particular unit. You can either stay on Huntress and help do some repairs or just wander around, or you can come to Stranamekti, which is the center of all of the clans. Specifically, Butch McGurk, Mozzie, and Billy Wyndham Williamson have all gotten an offer for bidding from the Jade Falcons, and you have received a trial notification, Major, from the Steel Vipers. Someone named Star Colonel Natalie Breen would like to sit down and have a talk with you on Stranamekti. She offers you SAFCON.
What happened? People challenged us to duels? Is that what's going on?
You are not challenged to a trial, but you are challenged to a bidding, which you have no idea what that means.
Okay, well,
So what's the trial? Am I being challenged to a trial? Like
She would like to sit down and talk to you about a trial. You are not being challenged to a trial. It is about a trial.
like a court case?
Clans use the word trial for a 500,000 things.
And what was the thing that she offered?
SAFCON, safe conduct. Basically means she'll let you come and go to the meeting without shooting you in the face.
We're back. Once.
It should be noted that in the future, a Steel Viper will shoot somebody in the back. and all the clans in the War of the Reaving. He's a real motherfucker. Are you rolling to see whether you're going to do this?
No, I'm thinking, I guess I'll go.
Which would you like to go?
I don't know what it is. I mean,
The Jade Falcons want to bid with you.
I don't know what that means.
Yes.
So I respond, I don't know what that means.
Okay. They don't have an answer for you before the dropship is taking off.
Okay, so I guess I don't go.
Okay. Billy is going. I guess
if Billy's going to go, I'm not going to let him
Billy's
go by himself.
Listen, Billy is going because he's hyped up to see Stranamekti, and he's going to try to steal as much technical data he can get his hands on.
All right, then I go. I don't let him go by himself. I
Okay.
go. I don't let that dude go anywhere by himself.
Delta
That's
is going as well.
recipe for disaster.
Can I take people with me?
Yes. Well, Delta is going just to make sure you don't piss anybody off, Major.
That's perfectly. That's all I need.
Yeah, he sits down and he's like, no matter what you do, never look a Goliath Scorpion Seeker in the eyes or bump into them. It would be very bad for you. I know you don't listen. I'm just gonna have to go with you. That's all there is to it.
Okay. I would guess Bandito would probably knew what a Goliath Scorpion Seeker
No,
would be.
they're very rare, even if you know about the clans.
Okay, all right.
So he starts explaining it to you. It's basically like a super drug-addicted mystical warrior who goes on journeys.
Okay.
It's actually simultaneously fucking cool and terrible at the same time.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me.
Somebody's offering me a digital copy of Prince of Havoc. Listen, I physically own it, and I've been looking at it for weeks. I've been rereading scenes. I just lost it at the last second. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they're Shaman Special Forces. Is there anyone else you're taking with you or going? It's your one chance for the rest of your life to see the clan capital.
He would offer an invitation for Black Rabbit to go with if she wanted.
She's got nothing else to do.
Yep, that's how it goes. Okay. You travel. Oh, we just lost Pondo. You travel to Stranamekti, and in fact, you are able to pass the McKenna class warship, where Alexander Kerensky's body is held in state in zero gravity, orbiting above the planet. And they even have like a live 24-hour viewing. You also discover the internet. It's probably going to catch on back in the inner sphere. It seems pretty wild. It's called the Chatterweb. It's pretty cool.
It's Netscape Navigator.
Well, just remember, it's clan internet, so it's probably like AOL.
Oh no.
It's going to be super invasive.
feel like McGurk sees it and he's like, God, I hope this doesn't make it back to the inner sphere.
It already has. It's everywhere now.
The modem sound never actually stops. It's just always going.
We're gonna start.
Kirk's too much of a boomer for that shit. He's like, grumble, grumble, write letters.
So Prince Victor shows up and challenges the clans to a great trial of refusal. He's basically puts on the line, we've destroyed the Smoke Jaguars. We're as good as any clan. We say you stop your invasion forever. Not just the Truce of Tukid, but one battle for all time. If we lose, the truce is over. If we win, you can no longer attack us. The truce holds forever. The gathered clans agreed that the trial should happen. Several of the home clans that you've never even heard of before show up for the battle to fight, and the Novacat clan joins the Inner Sphere as one of the aggressors.
What?
So the Steel Vipers don't vote and don't show up. Now,
But they wanted.
I want to be really clear. I want to be so clear about this. I am a man who takes revenge, the pettiest of revenges. Would I spend four seasons to backhand the authors of Battletech who completely forgot about one of the primary invading clans in the final clan storyline? Yes, I would. This entire show has been leading up to this fucking moment. Fuck you, Battletech canon managers. Where the hell are the Steel Vipers? They just disappear for this one total final battle for all time. They're just like, yeah, we aren't even in the fucking room when it happens. So fuck you, Battletech. You could have done better. The Fire Mandrels are in it. They bring the fucking D-listers. And we got a B plus tier over here. We got the Triple H of the clans. And you're going to forget about them? The first thing we're going to cover is the Jade Falcons.
So pull up a chair, class.
You and Billy and Mozzie are invited to a room with a man who either is or was an elemental. The room is like pure emerald green with a flat black steel table and like 5 chairs. And he's sitting behind it, and in front of him is a name card that says Pumbaa. When you enter the room, he sees your injuries, and he stands really impressively and holds a right hand out to... You can tell he's going to give you one of those squeezing handshake grips. What do you do, McGurk?
Hold out my left hand, which is my newly replaced, I assume, mechanical arm.
Oh, did you need to get a cyber arm?
He's had one. He had to get his cyber arm repaired.
Yeah, he smiles and switches hands and says, you know we can get that replaced around here.
That'd be mighty kind of you.
You have to stick around for a little while.
Just about everything that's not metal on me is breaking down too, so I don't know how far you're willing to how far you're willing to keep that promise.
Well, Freebirth, that must be difficult for you. When warriors reach your age, they tend to just go get themselves killed in battle.
You don't even know how hard I've been trying.
Please sit down. I am Factor Pumbaa of the Jade Falcon clan, and I would like to bid for the rights to your movies and entertainment policies.
I assume Billy's like, are we all here? Who's here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He starts talking to Mozzie about how much he loves Cade's War. Like, he saw it. It was broadcasted, and he wants the licensing rights to distribute it and all of your stuff throughout clan space.
Does McGurk own any of those licenses?
Yes. Remember, you were a producer on those movies.
Oh, okay. I mean, I let him talk. Why does he want them? What's he gonna do with them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He starts talking. He's a good merchant, but he's also clan, which means he has little ability to deceive people. So he's not trying to let on too much, but he's not lying to you at any point. You get the idea. You're pretty insightful. You get the idea that inner sphere stuff, win or lose, the Inner Sphere making it this far is going to be an explosive announcement, and Inner Sphere shit is going to be all the rage around here.
So
And he wants to get that first slice. Yeah.
Okay.
For the Jade Falcons.
I'm willing to make this deal with him, but I want to work with Billy to leverage access to technology in return for the rights.
He says, I'm sorry, I can't offer something like that with my abilities. A merchant like me could not make such a trade. No, I would need to get permission, probably from the Khan herself.
So, like, not even you're an Omni Mech or two. You couldn't. I mean, I guess we already have all that stuff.
I could
So there's not a lot
sell
of
you
value
mechs, but the technical specifications behind them, no. If it is mechs you simply want, Omni Mechs, I believe I can bid for a few.
I look at Billy. What does Billy want?
Billy would really like some cold hard cash, but it's slowly dawning on him that these people don't have a currency beyond a work credit.
Right.
However,
what's he offering? He's offering clan dollars. Like
he's just interested to see what you are interested in. And Billy like pulls you aside and he's like, you know what we need? Licensing rights to clan entertainment.
Like exclusivity for
and this is how Battletech animated series came.
Arena franchise, like Solaris franchises out here in clan space. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
They will never go for that. But I'll tell you what, we still have the Crow's Black Stable. We could probably find a couple broken down warriors out here, some Salama, maybe some people who failed their trials but are pretty good. We can get them to come back with us and join the stable.
Okay. I'm into it.
Okay.
I'm into any kind of like exclusive entertainment deals with clan space, I guess.
Okay. So
I'll get lawyers involved, but I tell him
they don't do lawyers.
We're interested, and we're prepared to work with you to draft up some sort of agreement.
All right. Yeah, he's very interested. So you both put your heads together and start hashing out the details.
Okay.
Major, Delta swiftly guides you through a teeming city, outside of which you can see are just like people in yurts, just living like nomadic Mongolian tribesmen. It's such a weird combination of high technology and almost ancient living. You are directed to go to one of these yurts, outside of which is a flag with 5 stars on it and the banner of the Steel Vipers.
Yes, I go.
He stops outside with the honor guard that's there and just like looks at you, is Black Rabbit there?
Yeah, I invited her along.
Yeah, so he's not going to go in. He's going to stay outside as your honor guard in his elemental armor. You get the idea that the people that are guarding this place hate him. Because he's a traitor Steel Viper.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
At that point,
You go in. There's a woman inside. She's in her late 40s-ish. Looks like a Mechwarrior. How much did you study the Battle of Tukiad?
Did I personally?
Yes, your character.
Oh, my character?
Yes.
I mean, he would probably study as much as he could get.
Okay, then you recognize this woman as the only former Khan of a clan, Natalie Breen, Khan of the Steel Vipers, who retired and was demoted to Star Colonel. She retired out of shame that they got their ass kicked so incredibly bad. She raises from her seat and gestures for you to sit down. There are 2 glasses of water set out for you.
Bandito will sit, but he'll not drink out of the water yet.
You are Selena Lockwood and Vincent Gray, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
I am Star Colonel Natalie Breen of the Steel Vipers. Our clan and your organization have had a long and contentious history.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Are you thirsty? This could
Not
prove
at the
to be a
moment.
long conversation.
I'll take a sip when I need to.
Very well. We would like to evoke the right of Sir Kai Reed with the organization known as Crow's Black.
Would I know what that is?
Probably not. She says, it is a rare and extremely unusual clan ritual. It is an offer of apology for wrongs done. You may name your price. The trial of annihilation called against you was not of clan justice. The actions carried out personally against your people are not of the Warden way that the Steel Vipers now follow. We made a mistake. This must be righted.
In that invasion, we lost some good people that were killed unjustly. There's one in particular that there's one person I know that hasn't quite forgiven you. Probably never will. So it's hard to put a price to lives being lost the way they were.
That is why Sir Kai Reed exists. When the offense has been cleansed, it is forgotten forever.
What are you willing to give as repayment?
That is not for the one invoking Sir Kai to say. It is assumed that an honorable warrior would only ask for what is rightly just.
So first off, my friend lost his mother, had his mother killed in an execution by these, was it Star Colonel?
Yes.
Star Colonel thing?
Galaxy Commander, actually.
Oh, Galaxy Commander. Now that Galaxy Commander was killed later on, but I would like to have a grand apology to my friend, which is Butch McGurk.
We will purge his bloodline.
Wait, what?
They're basically saying that the Galaxy Commander will never be cloned.
Oh, okay.
His name will be forgotten among the clan.
And if all possible, if we could get... Oh god, how many mechs did we lose during that whole debacle?
Pretty sure double digits is the guess on that one.
If perhaps we could get 2 stars of mechs.
Omnimechs?
Yes.
You asked for a binary of Omnimechs. Very well.
You're like, damn it, should have asked for more.
I think so, man. He was in turns like, shit.
And I need you to commit seppuku publicly.
It's not called that, but
Okay.
And lastly, Oh god.
Do you want to ask Black Rabbit anything? Maybe like lean over. Cotton sometimes has some spicy ideas for revenge.
Yeah. This is like it's like just Bandio just looks over to Black Rabbit.
What?
What do you think we need?
Oh, I don't know. I thought we'd be dead by now.
I think Natalie Breen just smirks a little bit at that.
I think it's just like a slight tear of pride in Black Rabbit's paranoia. Then I was like a written apology to Butch McGurk.
Yes, you asked for that.
Yes.
It will be done.
Okay.
This is not the way of the clans, but I understand. You should be aware that my standing within my clan will account only for my own personal apology. I am no longer Khan or Sakan.
And the truths between us is within this deal, correct?
A permanent truce. I do not have that power. But the private war we have between us is done. The Steel Vipers and our time in the Inner Sphere, you can be assured that we will not be coming for your people anytime soon. I cannot say much more than this.
And can I get a trophy of that Star Commander? I kind of...
Sorry, what are you asking for?
Like some sort of...
I killed the Galaxy Commander?
Yeah, well, like a piece of something that he has as like a trophy for like his.
They can offer you
something.
his codex, but they're about to purge it, so.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, she basically prints out an armband, an electronic armband that contains his entire life up to the point where they think he, you know, betrayed his orders and set out for Colorado to burn it down.
Gotcha. All right, I can't think of much else because I can't just now ask for it. It's like, all right, can I get like 5 more?
No, that would be very bad.
That would be very bad.
She holds a hand up and says, with this, Sir Kai.
He'll go to shake the hand.
Okay. She seems like she's expecting you to say something.
Sir Kai.
So you say it exactly like that with the eye roll.
Sir Kai.
Just dancing.
Over the next few days, the Inner Sphere forces engage in a series of battles for the Great Refusal. The Inner Sphere basically cleans up real easy. They just destroy people. If you'll remember, McGurk, you worked with a group of Capellians called the Red Lancers, who are basically huge dick lords to everybody, and you kind of got them to stop messing around and work together.
That was me.
Oh, that was you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Andy.
They use that exact tactic of splitting up in their factions and working together perfectly to just, you know, split them like 8 different ways and then shoot them up and kill them all. The Fire Mandrels, their cons get taken out in a suicide attack by the Nova Cats, who are fighting in aircraft. It's pretty fucking wild. They basically just double kill each other, leaving both clans completely without leaders.
Interesting.
So the Wolves pull a draw, and the Jade Falcons end up winning. But other than that, it's rough up and down the line. Like, plenty of Inner Spheres die in this battle. We cut to the battle that Prince Victor fights as the head of the Inner Sphere forces versus the last Smoke Jaguar, Ilkhan Lincolnosis. During this battle, Danai Centrella of the Magistracy of Canopus, the heir apparent, is piloting a falconer and takes a Gauss rifle shot to the cockpit and dies instantly. Victor, in his direwolf, fights the elemental one-on-one. They basically the Inner Sphere forces really clean up on the Smoke Jaguars, who are down to nothing. Victor exits his cockpit and has a talk with Lincoln Osis, and then Victor turns away from him and continues talking, and then almost mystically, as soon as Lincoln Osis leaps to kill him from behind, Victor draws his katana, like reverse moon cut, beheads him and resheathes the blade before the head hits the ground. And everyone's like, oh man, this is so fucking anime.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yep.
That's the immediate thought was
All of this 100% canon. Don't worry, I still got more. Afterwards, the Great Refusal is in place. The Inner Sphere will no longer be invaded past the Truce of Tukia, which means among the clans, they will never achieve the Ilklon. They will never land on Terra. Some of the invasion clans, specifically the Wolf and the Jade Falcons, because they drew and won, believe that they can still attack the Inner Sphere, but they will not pass the Tukia Truce line. At this point, the Wolf Khan gives a televised speech across the planet that is somewhat chilling. He denounces the Inner Sphere and establishes that they will turn clan culture into meaningless nothingnessness. That they will be sold for entertainment, that their warriors will be used for pleasure. And as this is happening, the clan council chamber shows clips from, I foreshadowed this way long ago. It is the porno that Billy and Rapier were watching, I think, where it's like two fake clan warriors approaching each other. Is playing in the background to just show like, yeah, they're already mocking us. It's gonna get way worse from here. It's a denouncing speech, and you can tell that the clans are fired up by it. Like, yeah, fuck the Inner Sphere. But also a bunch of people are like, huh, I thought that the Inner Sphere were basically useless rodents, but look at that, they got some good stuff in there. Can't wait to get my clan wolf Jinko jeans or whatever.
So what clan denounced us?
Clan Wolf.
Oh, okay. Isn't that like Clan Wolf, the thing that's split up in like 3 different factions? Like Wolf in Exile.
Yep,
Wolf...
Clan Wolf in Exile, the ARDC.
Wolf's Dragoon.
It's too long to go into. I can't. I'm trying to wrap up on time.
That's all right.
You all begin a journey back to the Inner Sphere. However, Black Rabbit, you are asked to join the Magistracy of Canopus, as you are now the highest ranking nobleman left after Danai died, and they would like you to escort her body back home. So they're basically asking you to give up your commission in Crow's Black and go home for the first time in like a decade. You can refuse, but it's like they're super pressury, and they're Canopians, so their pressure is like every day they show up for tea time and they're just like, you know, it would be great if you became a doctor, but also if you escorted our dead leader back home.
She'd probably accept it, but she would invite Bandito and McGurk to go with her.
Oh, interesting. What say you?
McGurk goes for sure. He's done with, like, this is we're on the way back home and stuff.
Yeah, well, this is like the fleet is gathering to return home.
All the clan business is done.
Yes.
All the deals are made.
Yes.
All the fighting's over. Yeah, McGurk's he's into it. He's ready to go retire on the ship of sin.
Join
we're calling it now.
Join the Russians.
Yeah.
They were promised a retirement plan there too.
Oh, and the Russians go too. Yeah, it's just Crow's Black First Company like loses all their personnel apparently.
I guess Mozzie comes as well, right? Because he's like her personal security
bodyguard.
Yeah.
So Medusa is left in charge of First Lance.
I imagine Billy stays. Or I don't know. I won't speak for him.
No, Billy will stay, but you know, during the dropship transit, he's going to continue working on your mechs.
Yeah.
They're owned by you.
Yeah, McGurk's definitely going to keep the Centurion. That's like his baby. And any money that he's made, he'll probably one day down the line buy himself a crab and try and get Billy to turn it into an Omni crab.
So Billy wants to turn the King Crab husk into a Frankenmech. like 100-ton clan tech super monster to gladiator with, just in case you need a little bit of extra retirement cash.
Yeah, I don't know that he's going back. I think if he goes back as like a manager or a teacher. I think his
McGurk's
fighting
really,
days are
you're setting
mostly
up a
over.
cameo for Solaris Knights, huh?
Yeah, I think he's mostly. I think his deal is mostly done. I don't imagine him doing a lot more fighting for money or anything else really. You know, he finds some times to spend with like his estranged family, and he occasionally goes back to Colorado to visit with Billy and hang out there for a while. And
we'll talk about that. It's
just okay.
Okay. Anyone have anything else they want to do before they head back to the Inner Sphere?
Bandito will go with Black Rabbit.
Okay. So yeah, you turn in your commissions to the general, who, you know, is sad to see you go, but it's your time. You literally just saved the Inner Sphere, so. All of the units that took part in this campaign get 120% reimbursement in mech weight, so you leave with a lot more than you came with. And of course, you guys got an extra binary. Remember at the beginning of the campaigns where you had to like tie mechs to the ceiling in extremely dangerous fashion? You're back to doing that again.
Nice.
Your unit has like a whole extra 2 mech companies and is now rated at almost double battalion strength.
McGurk wants a Kodiak.
Is that an Omni-Mech? I thought it was a second line.
No, it's it's the second line.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really second line, but it's definitely not an Omni-Mech.
If you listen,
It's a
if you
Ghost
want
Mare
to
specific
challenge
mech.
a clan warrior to a one-on-one, a trial of possession for their mech, you can go ahead.
Yeah, and the story goes that the 55-ton Centurion was able to best the Kodiak.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
2 Ultra AC-20s, ER medium lasers.
Yeah.
No, please, not the Ultra AC-20s. They failed me at every turn. You begin a much shorter, by about 3 months, travel back to the Inner Sphere. So it only takes about 9 months to travel back. When you arrive in the system that you left from Richmond, you are told that you're still under Comstar communications blackout, and for the fleet to immediately reconvene at Luthien, which is the capital homeworld of the Draconis Combine. Weeks later, you arrive there, and there is a massive awards ceremony as hundreds of jump ships and warships offload their people to land on what for most is an enemy world, where you will be rewarded for your efforts in saving the Inner Sphere. Your communications blackout is not lifted until after you've landed. All of you are given the option to settle down on Luthien if you'd like to. The Draconis Combine is grateful that you destroyed the Smoke Jaguars for them, and you will always permanently have a place as a Draconis Combine citizen on Luthien, should you choose to accept it.
Who is the Chewie of the group that doesn't get an award at the ceremony?
Yeah, has to be a Chewie.
It's probably Dr. Assman. When you land, the Countess is already on planet, but you learn that Prince Victor Siner Davian is Prince no more. His sister Catherine has taken control of his realm because Victor is actually super dumb. So what happened is Victor made his youngest sister, Yvonne, his regent, which disqualified her to run the country in the future. Instead of the person who was already regent, Arden Sortek. And so when Yvonne was like, I can't handle this anymore, it went next in line, it went to Catherine. Catherine took over the country and has now recreated the Federated Commonwealth, essentially, stealing both realms from her oldest brother. So Victor is now without an army, without a job, without a country, and stuck on Luthien. Enemy territory.
Nice.
That is the
All
end of
that
Prince Victor
anime
Siner
shit.
Davian, who will never be heard from again.
He sits in bars telling stories about how he used to have it all.
Yeah, he gives out challenge coins.
McGurk uses the favor that he's curried with the planet's administration to secure like a timeshare, so basically like an apartment, and he lets the former prince live there.
No,
free of charge.
he's staying
lives
at
in,
the
like-
palace, so
He
he'll
lives
be
in this-
good.
No, he lives in a studio apartment with a hammock.
That's right.
And
This
a
is
half
your side of the
fridge.
fridge. This is my side of the fridge. Yeah.
Listen, when I come and visit, you got to find somewhere else to crash. You okay? All right.
Black Rabbit. The Countess is sad to see you go, but she wants to have one final conversation with you.
All right.
So it begins with an infomercial. You're in like a conference room and the wall panel is like Crow's Black. What an investment. Success rate 100%. Retreat from battle? Never.
Are you wanting to give me to give you money?
Yeah, so she's just like, have you ever considered investing in your own mercenary company?
If you wanted me to invest, you could have just, you don't have to go through all the.
I felt like the video.
It would have been less. You could have done it less informal. It would have been.
I'm
fine.
trying to get it. I'm sorry. I'm a little new to this. I'm an aerospace pilot, not well, I suppose I'm a noble now. Yeah, Crow's Black, a legacy of success. That's what shows up in the background while she's talking.
So, what percentage would I get if I?
I think you could
money?
get 20% ownership in the company, which would entitle you to the dividends and revenue of its future successes. Doing so would allow us to bump the unit up to a full regiment.
All right.
All right. I mean, she like slides the paperwork over, like question mark. Like, you're saying all right. She's like, all right.
If Medusa stays with your unit, she gets a promotion.
I was already going to promote Miss Hauser.
Your
Promoted
job.
twice.
Very well.
There are lawyers outside the room swearing this whole, this verbal agreement's being made.
The door is locked. They're trying to bang it. It's like, no!
Your people are supposed to talk to our people.
Listen, James, I could do an entire business thing, but I decided to skip that because I didn't want to die of boredom.
I just want to make sure this isn't going to actually hurt me financially, right?
No. I mean,
Okay,
it's
then
going to
yeah,
take a
that's fine.
significant portion of your money, but it's not going to impact you.
It's an
As
investment.
long as it doesn't impact me a lot.
Okay. If you want your ARC ship to come pick you up, your pleasure barge, it can be here in a couple of months to take you and all of your new friends back to the magistracy. You're finally going to go home,
Yes,
taking the
that'd be
body with
ideal.
you.
I got vacation time saved up.
You're retiring.
So you're going to use your vacation time, and then at the end of it, you're going to turn in your 2-week notice?
No, I don't think. I think he's saying Bandito doesn't have any intention of leaving the company.
It's a very hard thing for Bandito because he's only 36, relatively young. But he does see that he's probably not going to get much higher up in the echelon as he is now, being as they got a whole new general to take his place.
I mean, that guy just got fired 10 seconds ago.
He did.
Remember, his only job was to take the unit through Bulldog, and now that Bulldog's over, he's leaving. She doesn't have a new commander yet.
Oh, okay. No.
You want
don't
to
know.
talk to the boss, see if you can get a promotion?
I don't know.
Is that the email that happens? Is that the last thing we hear from Bandito? Is she sends an email like, "Do you want to stay on with the unit? Do you want to run this company?" And your answer is, "I don't know." And that's their last scene.
That's like
He's just playing hardball.
Yeah, essentially, give me time to think about it.
Oh, it's the Harrison
His finger's
Ford
hovering
Star
over like a
Wars
yes, no button,
negotiation.
and he's
This is the
sweating-
last
sweating
movie
out
I'm going to
his-
be in. Is
I
that
think
it?
what happens is Bandito would probably, just like, let me take some time, think about it,
Okay.
and because he's looking at the options of what he has, and he's kind of at the point where, all right, I fought the clans. You're supposed to get nice peace. Probably not going to actually happen. But, I think he'll probably pull a McGurk and probably end up in the Solaris pits.
Your Legend of Korra-ing this. You're
I think
opening
so.
the 4th season in the Earth fighting pits where he just beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Essentially, the fighting, he wants to fight for fun, not necessarily fight for his life. 100%.
Yeah, Bandito's the one that pilots the Franken Mech King Crab that Billy builds.
Ooh, I
in the
like
ring.
that. I do like that.
It becomes part of the legacy.
Okay.
Maybe monstrosity.
McGurk even offers him a luchador mask with like the family crest on it.
Give him your call sign.
Yeah. Well, he can't. So like, he can't give him his mask and his call sign because that's like familial. It's ancestral. But he'll give him like
Can
like
he call
an
himself
adjacent,
Son of El Huapo?
like a cousin, right? Like, El Jefe.
Is this what you want? Is this your new career, El Jefe?
I guess we'll be. I think the only thing is like, can I wear the hat still?
Yes.
That makes it even better.
And this is probably a relationship that develops over like a couple of years, right? Like this is not an instantaneous thing. Like
Sure.
they all McGurk does a lot of bouncing around for probably a year or two in his first part of retirement. And then, Bandito calls him up and he's like, hey, I think I'm interested in doing this. And McGurk and Billy already have stuff going on. And by then maybe Billy's got, we're running a stable there at Solaris and producing things that we're sending to Clan Space or whatever. Bring Bandito in and it becomes the jewel of the team. And after, they reconnect and stuff, McGurk eventually offers him this to be part of this legacy.
Colors, you want to stay on with the unit?
I think he would. Simply because he wants to just keep flying.
So, I mean, you have 2 career paths. They're offering you commander if you want to stay on as aerospace coordinator. You're out of the chair, but you run the air wing. Or captain if you want to stay in a fighter. They don't have any lander mechs left. That's
Yeah,
not
I
in the
figured
cards.
that. I think if there's not the one he wants to fly, he would definitely go commander then.
Okay.
Just to
Yeah.
take care of his boys.
All right, you
instead
end up
of,
running the air wing. Glimo, I need you to roll dice and hit a 7 or higher to see if you can hide the secret astronomical and astrological data from Comstar.
Okay.
7 up, bro. You
What
have
is
no
this data?
rerolls. It's literally all luck.
What is this data, if I may ask?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. I think that when you get off Luthien, you check your data stick.
I don't get my third plot point.
I did give you a plot point for the sword. That's
What about
true.
the sword? That's right.
Okay, you can re-roll 1 die.
Yes,
I'll
I
give
will
you
re-roll
that.
the 2.
Do the
No, you made it, Lewis. When you go to check your data stick after leaving Luthien, it's just filled with Comstar ROM propaganda. Like, have you thought of converting to Comstar as a business? Leave Word of Blake behind today.
bastards.
dang.
Medusa, you have an offer to renew your contract with the unit with a promotion to captain and to reorganize the first company's special operations unit.
Yeah, I think Medusa will definitely stay on. I mean, she originally joined the group as a favor to her father because, this particular Lance were friends, but I think that she's had enough experience in the unit now that she wants to stay on and not settle down yet, stay in the mercenary life. So she'll definitely take that.
Okay. The Countess is willing to increase your father's knighthood to a barony for the loyalty of your family on Colavrati.
No, definitely that's a... you already sold it, but that's it's even smooth.
Yeah, you gotta get a kicker in there, Yeah. Even after you tap it, you have to spend more mana. The last thing we see is in the lower left-hand corner. White text on a black screen says December 10th, 3062. We see the Countess's compound on Colavrati. Those majestic walls we fought at, the inner compound where the Mech Bay battle happened, where we killed the Galaxy Commander with turret lasers. All of it is new and improved. There are where once the Countess had land to move around on, there are now Mech Bays all over the place. Dropships are landing and taking off. We can see that a patrol lance is leaving a mech bay and starting to head out to the wall to patrol. Obviously a boring duty on a backwater periphery world like Bilavrati, but you have to keep up appearances. We hear over the comms that there is movement from friendly forces on planet at the edge of sensor range, and to just keep an eye on them if anything happens. We see Halavi Crossroads, now a major, running in between a mech's legs, and he points up to the commander of the lance and says, "Hey, commander, just do some good work out there." The commander answers back, but it's Peanuts style, you know, whoa, 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 whoa. And he holds up a picnic basket and says, "Just going to get my wife, you know?" So he heads into the very famous command center where gate control is that Pondo knows all about. And he stops in front of the door into the command center and into the main command center and opens it and closes it, and we just hear voices. So we just see the door and we see shadows moving inside, and Halavi goes, "Hey, Melissa, just wanted to..." "Is that a gun?" And then we just hear somebody scream, and then there's like a sound of a man being stabbed, like, "Ugh!" And then there's gunshots and blood spray everywhere. And when the door opens again, we see Melissa is dead in the corner with a picnic basket next to her, and the command center is filled with dead personnel. There are red alarms everywhere. There are mechs moving on the compound, enemy forces, incoming missiles, incoming artillery, and Halavi is just covered in blood with a pistol. And the screen goes black and it says, "The story of Crow's Black First Company is over. Crow's Black Civil War will return."
Bum, bum, bum.
That's it.
like
That's
it.
the whole campaign. We're done. Does anyone have any final words to say before we do outros? I mean, obviously, we're talking literally 100 episodes. 101 episodes with some 3 years in 2 weeks. So I have to tell you, this is the most exhausting finale I've ever run. Every week has been completely excruciating.
Why is that?
I wanted... So, good.
You had a question, Red.
No, I just asked, why is that?
Oh. I mean, it's my biggest show. It's the longest running. The battle was huge. Even before the battle, it was excruciating knowing I had to say goodbye to the show before I was prepared to do it. I wasn't as checked out as some of you were. I was really committed, so it's kind of sad. I know it's very selfish, but I really wanted to have you guys come back to the Inner Sphere and fight people who didn't have to run in straight lines and fight in honor battles and use artillery and arrow 4 and X-pulse lasers and light Gauss rifles and just really shit up the battlefield. I didn't get that opportunity, but I will at some point.
I like that you've left it open quite a bit.
Yeah, there are several people who asked, and I thought, we'll do a different unit within the company going through the Civil War. That's going to be the first scene, by the way.
I think that's a great idea.
Lance Commander leaving the compound is going to be Battle 1. I told you I was going to do the wall battle again, but from the other direction. And that's how we're doing it.
So
Nice work on the fight, guys. I know it was really close. I know it was fucking nerve-wracking, Rad, and everyone. You guys did your best to eliminate mechs and prevent yourself from getting hit, and it fucking worked out. We literally ended with no one having any edge or plot points. It was brutal.
I think it went kind of how it had to go, I feel like, probably.
Yeah.
I just love that the last mech death was a massive explosion. Just ammo bins going up like a torch.
Yeah, it's been a long, crazy ride.
AP, you know, it's like it's 3 years along, as you said. I was in follow-up from the start, but I started watching and made sure I obviously went back and watched all the whole back catalogue. And obviously you've done a lot of work on getting this game through all these things now. I was trying to think earlier about like what was probably the one thing I'd say that you brought to this game that I haven't had any other game I played, either at Battletech or in general, that I wanted to call out to and to say to you, like, thank you for sort of developing it. And I think that this is really the first time I ever really saw that combination of the systems, like taking both the RPG system and the tabletop system, and not letting the tabletop rules get in the way of the narrative or detract from it in any way. And I wanted to sort of call out that, for me, who is I like to say I'm a person that, will happily throw the rules away for the sake of story, but I also like to understand rule systems and mechanics. So that was especially interesting for me to sort of see that. So I wanted to call it out. And I wanted to challenge each of the people here just to sort of say what their favorite thing was that you brought to this campaign for them as players, as audience. And I'd encourage the audience to shout out either in the Discord, in the Twitch chat or on YouTube later on, what they most appreciated about this Battletech campaign that Arthur's put together.
I definitely have my own favorite Arthurisms from this campaign, but I do want to piggyback on what James is saying and absolutely say, like, what a monumental challenge to combine these two things that I feel like are really antithetical to one another. In one system, you have player characters that you develop and become attached to and tell these long, intricate, dramatic stories with. And then on the other side, you have a war game where you're expected to just throw assets and people into a meat grinder. And they're very opposed to each other. And being able to walk that tightrope, I feel like, between the two of them in this campaign has been a really impressive feat. So I definitely want to just agree with James on his. And then for mine, I've never played in a campaign or seen one that had absolutely such a diverse and rich supporting cast of NPC characters that were just consistent and realistic and believable, and just that the audience and the cast alike could get so invested in, to the point where you had NPCs as favorite characters instead of PCs. And I don't think that says anything negative about the cast. I think that's a big positive as to one of the things that Arthur brings to the table as a GM. That just and I know he's very hard on himself. He's very cynical when it comes to his kind of creative process and the product that he produces. And, I make this joke, I feel like, in Discord all the time. Not everything's a home run, and it isn't. But Arthur is back at it, back at the drawing board, back making ridiculous spreadsheets that I hate and can't understand because he doesn't organize them anyway, like how I would organize them. But it never fails that he has this blueprint of all of these intersecting characters and personalities and backstories that come together and kind of bring the whole. They give the whole campaign like this foundational mesh that it can exist on. And without them, I feel like you don't really have a time of total war, like, at all. You have way more just the war game, and I know that's what a lot of people, I guess, tune in. But I know for me and at least a couple of the other cast members, my favorite sessions were out of mech sessions. My favorite times playing this game were not in the cockpit of a battle mech. They were doing role-playing stuff with Arthur and his characters and my friends on the cast, and that's what made this game so great for me. And I do definitely admit that at the end, this game became a little bit of a slog,
Whole season of it, yeah.
There were some big changes, and there was some disappointment, and there was just emotional wear and tear with playing this two sides of this coin, where one side of the coin I was a really big fan of, and the other side of the coin was fun, but kind of torturous at times. So it became this like weird dichotomy that was just exhausting, not necessarily overtly negative, just exhausting. It takes a lot out of you, I feel like, to play this game with these two back and forth poles, I guess, sort of pulling you both directions. So I was just, we're at the point now where, like, I mean, the audience could probably tell, you guys can probably tell, like, Thursday nights is just, it can be a slog, especially on these, like, well, we did, I don't know, how many weeks, 6 weeks of a battle. Like, as 2-hour turns where you literally move and shoot twice in 4 hours. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, definitely beat the fun out of it a little bit for me at the end here. But I don't think that's representative of the time we've spent together playing this game. I think that's the small anomaly. I think any long-term RPG system is a really difficult plane to land. And I think as monumental of a task as it was, I feel like we did it. You know, I'm happy with how it ended, and I'm happy that it's done. And even with this little tiny cliffhanger, even though right now I'm very done with Battletech. Arthur has still managed to place that little breadcrumb trail where like I'm already thinking like, yeah, you know, I'm ready to play again. Not right now, but I will be. I will want to come back to this universe. I will want to go through this again with Arthur. I'll want some things to be different, and I'll want some things to be the same. But ultimately, I have faith for Arthur to work his magic and weave his stories and characters together to make something that I really look forward to all week, coming down and sitting down in front of my computer for 4 hours and playing games with my friends. So that's
Thanks for setting a really high bar for me to meet.
That's a very long-winded, my favorite thing. But I mean, you know, if you've watched this show at all, you know that I'm very long-winded, and that's how it goes. So that's it. That's my thing.
Before anyone else does a thing, Cotton, I wanted to offer you an opportunity to flip the table one last time.
Sweet.
I'd left the game already.
I did too.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna
See
watch
that.
on Twitch,
my
though.
god. Oh boy.
Oh, it's just breaking.
Dude,
It's all of the individual
no.
pieces. Yep. I'm waiting for the screen to catch up. Oh my god! Wow,
They
Daddy.
can't even process it.
Oh no, the table kind of like flipped
Just feet up.
Collapsed.
in my screen, so I can't see anything else now.
Oh no,
Don't worry, I got it.
it's
That's
devastating.
On mine, it for a few seconds, nothing moved. and
Oh,
then-
everything's sliding off the table now. Oh no, the waterfall began. Into infinite nothingness.
Oh, yep, my tabletop crashed.
Yeah, I figured it would. That's why I wanted you to do it, because it'd be very funny.
Yeah, there he
Yeah.
goes. Oh, good times, good times.
Listen, not that I want to encourage people to talk more about me, but James did ask each of you to say something, so don't let me interrupt now that I flipped a table. Or ask someone to flip a table.
Well, I'll go ahead, I guess. As I said all those years ago, I said in the chat, I think you'll do it well because it's something you'll enjoy doing. Maybe not the actual running the combats, but the idea of the story. Like, I know at the time that AP hadn't read as much as he'd want to, but in the course of that time, he's read way more than he probably ever just knew he was going to, because that's what I've seen him do as a GM on other projects. I've just been impressed over the time is how you've managed to keep the coherency is not truly the word, but it's the best one I can come up with from A to Z, because you started off not knowing what you're doing and people calling you out all the time and being all, you know, and I'm the first one going, no one knows what they're doing, even if they've been taught how for the first couple of times. You got to give them a chance. And now people are on the opposite end going, you know, you look at this guy, look at that guy. That he'll show you how to do it, how you can balance it out. So that's been what has impressed me is watching the cast change here and there. Some of the characters are still around, but some of the people have swapped in and out. But Crow's Black still felt coherent. It felt like something that you would read in a book, and I would read that book because it was a fun ride to watch.
That book may be written because
And-
several Crow's Blackers were kickstarted. So
Yeah, and I, as a person that was allowed to play in the last battle, it's more of a tongue-in-cheek thing. Haven't
no,
had
don't
more
listen,
fun.
you motherfucker! You dealt so much goddamn damage.
I know it was
I
really
spent
crazy.
forever chasing you down, overheating myself doing it. Okay.
But I mean, honestly, I threw it out there as just a hey, I'll just throw some damage on the table. It's not going to do anything. I'm going to get shot out of the air in a minute. But he was just like, "You really want to? Come on!" And I was like, "Okay, let's do this." You know. So yeah, this has been my Thursday night for 3 years. So Even if I wasn't on the show, I was always watching. Before James came around, I was always looking to the books to back everybody up. So I'm just gonna miss watching it. That's it for me. I don't have any. That's my favorite part, has been watching it, to be honest, just to see what happens next. Even if I knew parts of the story, it was just, how was these people going to interact with that story? That's been the best part. So
I'm just always monumentally impressed by your GM prep and world building chops. It's something that I definitely aspire to, but I'm nowhere near your level, and I really appreciate the stories you tell, and being able to have all this deep background, but yet still retool on the fly when players are players, and do the thing that you completely don't expect, like kill the NPC that has a whole story that you wrote a whole storyline around. And frankly, the idea to put guest stars on the show, I mean,
I'm very hesitant to do that. Yeah,
but like I have, once you started talking about doing that in some of their Patreon meetings, I was thinking, I wouldn't even know where to begin to do that in any of the systems I run. So I'm also super impressed that you found a way to do that was cohesive and didn't take away from the story.
Just Team Condo Man that needs to respond now?
No, we'll let them skip.
Okay.
I mean, I could respond.
Oh, you can go ahead.
I mean,
Don't let me stop you.
It's been a long, crazy ride, I would say, since the very beginning. I will say there's been quite a few moments that I thought was very interesting, very fun to do. Like the second arc of season 1 was probably
The hotel
one of the
arc,
most the most intricate ones, considering like even we just had one mech fight that entire thing, but it was fairly elaborate, being as in there was like we had to protect 3 points of objectives and they're all strung about within the city, and we had to fight 2, maybe 3 lances. I think it was 2 with a group of trucks that you could just shoot once and get rid of. But it came down to about the wire with one lucky hit from LRM.
That's how it always works. One lucky hit.
And like this one, it came down to just some lucky points of not getting hit. Because if our Gauss rifle got hit, it would have probably been close to sealing the deal from there. Because that's would have taken 2 pilot damage. Probably would have killed Bandito, I think. Because I take the damage as well. And I do want to say it was very interesting having the guests on, like James, Henley, Glimo, despite him getting shot out like turn 1 or 2.
How could we forget Swargula? What an addition that was.
That was a very interesting one. That was
Swargula.
Poor Swarg.
Yeah, kind of got just dropped in on it, like, what? Huh? I don't know. I'm with Radis. It's kind of like after a while, especially after season 3 and 4, where it was kind of almost the same deal, where it's kind of we are going up like uphill and just kind of grind, hoping that, okay, how can I not get hit the most here, because what I take here is going to carry on later. Now, granted, Mechwarrior Destiny mitigated that a little bit, because you could just spend your experience to repair that.
Yeah.
When season 3, it was more of a serious thing, where if it's every point lost, we couldn't get back. Which that, honestly, season 3, we probably should have been dead probably about 3 or 4 times over, if by not magical
That's
luck.
so weird. You guys always pulled out of the battle just in the nick of time.
It's just serious luck. I don't know how.
Yeah, you guys did really well.
So it was just, even then, AP probably could have knocked out the Marauder there, because
In that last round of shooting,
yeah.
I was really hopeful that I would.
So
That's why I advanced to give him a juicier target.
Yeah, and it did. I was doing the math, and I was like, "That's a really easy target, and I think I can one-turn him."
I love the fact that I hit every shot with medium laser, all but 2 shots the whole round every time with a medium laser. So,
and I came into the series not knowing really anything about BattleTech. Never playing.
Now you
games,
and Rad are both better than me at BattleTech. It's actually really aggravating.
Well, I tend to jump into a deep delve into like lore and mechanics when introduced to something. I don't.
Well, you might be less new to BattleTech, Arthur, but you didn't have any previous experience with the war game either, did you?
True. Yeah,
I mean, really, we all learned together.
I'll buy that.
So
I certainly
like,
needed the learning. Looking through the comments, someone's going back through season 2, and they're like, "That medium laser should have hit," and I was like, "Okay." And they were like, "Well, if you know it's okay, it should have hit." And I'm like, "That was 2 years ago, man. What, you want me to like edit the video for you?"
And unlike us, you're the DM. You constantly have one hand tied behind your back, trying to like make advantageous battle values for players and situations that'll be dramatic but not devastating. Like,
I mean, even worse is that I have to run the whole battle without any tactical help, and I gotta do all the mathematics. That's rough.
Yeah, and it was.
I'm really looking forward to Solaris Knights and having 1v1 battles where I can be like, "Wow, this is really easy, guys."
That was another fun aspect, was that the 4 of us in season 1 were just pretty much learning it together, with maybe a few people like saying, "It's like, here's this roll on XXX, and then here's this one on X dot dot dot." Because at first we were like, "Okay, I want to punch this guy. How do we do it? All right, let's look at it together."
Yeah.
The evolution of the table is amusing to see in the old videos too. It's like there's nothing on the table, then you get the roller, and then you get the cup, and then you eat all these little bitty things.
I mean,
but now it's everybody's going to be using it because it works.
I always say Dynamis and Sidious really helped me out working with what I was doing and just being like, "All right, we're gonna make it good, and we're gonna make it available for everyone." I was like, "Fuck yes, thank you."
They really are like the 2 unseen members of the cast.
I try to mention them as much as possible.
Have been so integral to this entire process.
They did it all without cutting corners. Oh wait.
You know how it is when you got to deliver the final product. You just got to take a little snip off of 2 edges.
That's right. MVP, minimum viable product.
The conversion modules and the lambs needed those corners off. Couldn't load that asset.
So I'd say
BattleTech
is definitely something that I would be happy or fine going back to. It's just I need a little bit of
We're
a
all
break.
burned out. Yeah.
A little burned out, yeah. So I think it's actually better that like none of the returning people came back. So that way it gives like the new like next series like a clean slate. So for whoever is the cast for that.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out. I don't fucking know.
All right, could I get everyone to maybe just unmute the microphones and we'll give Arthur all a round of applause for this, for 3 years of this. Come on. You can do it.
No.
There we go.
No, I need to be applauding all of you.
We did it.
You guys made it to the end. You did it.
Arthur did it. We all did it.
No, you did it. You guys did it. You made it to the end.
No, you. No, you.
No,
we all made it
literally
to the end.
You.
I just showed up at the end to make sure everybody got pushed across the finish line. Like,
But you pushed them. You pushed them across the finish line.
It's true.
Yeah, we all made it to the end.
Except for
what do you do
Rapier.
now?
He's dead.
Except for Rapier. He didn't even make it halfway, guys.
He made it to
lived
the end
on.
of season 2?
No,
He made it exactly
no, there's a
halfway,
whole arc
guys.
after season 2. You made it through halfway of season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so it didn't even make it halfway.
Well, that's life.
2/3, 0.666 repeating, of course.
Okay. Any final thoughts before we do the last outros?
Thanks for playing games with me every Thursday, everybody. And thanks for other people watching us play games and interacting with us and sharing this good time that we all had together.
What do you see next Thursday?
You're not
That's
going
right.
to see anything next Thursday.
Yeah, what are your? I agree with Big Spoon. What are your final thoughts, Arthur?
I'm exhausted. This was years of my life wrapping up this project. You know, I have some thoughts about a Star Wars game, but I'm taking a vacation in late November, and I'm also doing some charity games. So, I mean, I don't anticipate even approaching it until... I mean, I might try to gather a cast together and do a test session in the next couple of weeks, but the show certainly won't start until December at the earliest.
Makes sense.
What are my thoughts about this show specifically? I have a lot to say about the Battletech universe and lore, and I feel like I've really displayed both the best and worst parts of it. I know that this last episode was a lot of needling the authors for the fucking weird way that the clan war ended, but they deserved it because they ended that shit really weirdly. They were like, all right, well, Victor's now an expert katana swordsman who can mystically slice off a man's neck without looking at him. That guy's also twice as big as he is and weighs 3 times as much in full elemental armor.
It was the only guy who was 5'9" that could go in those tunnels.
Yeah, he's the only one who can get in the tunnels. And somehow an elemental got out of those tunnels. There are so many things with Victor that don't make sense. I'm mad that they didn't do anything with the Steel Vipers, but there's a lot of great lore over the years. And while my opinions of some of the authors have changed over the years, there's a lot of good writing out there. And I've heard that Ilklon was delayed again, so who knows if we're going to get it in November. But, you know, I'm working on Solaris Knights. In fact, the Patreon meeting this month on Sunday, we'll be discussing my first draft of Solaris Knights, which is nowhere near done. I'm working on how to make pilots more like rock stars rather than mech pilots. But it will involve the Patreon directly affecting the stable through investments. So you're going to be seeing a lot of 1v1s, you're going to be seeing some 4v4s, you're going to be seeing a lot of gladiatorial combat, and not anytime soon. Probably not until February at the very earliest.
Understandable.
What else can I say? You know, James, I feel like you're pivotal in changing the way that I played this game and approached it. Like, a lot of people gave me rule suggestions, but you directly coming to me with page numbers, correcting me, being very polite, coming onto the show as a cast member, as a guest. I could not have ended this show without you in the way that you altered the way it played from kind of shitty to much better. And of course, all of my cast here, Rad, Pondo, and Cotton, we've come such a long way together. Not just from this show, but from other shows. And thank you for, you know, helping me get here. Thank you for playing. I hope you had fun. There's so much shit. And I know the last season was not what any of us wanted it to be. And I'm hoping to take the lessons Pondo has repeatedly told me about the hotel arc and apply them to Endosteel to maximize their fun.
Yeah, that's it. Don't take what I because
No,
what
listen,
I find interesting may be interesting, might not be interesting to somebody else.
you too could watch Endosteel one day. Not this day, but one day, Pondo, you might watch it. And I want to make sure that you're entertained. Stand on top of SRM care. Yeah, motherfucker, don't. That was painful. So many things James did hurt me deeply and internally. It was hard balancing things. Early in this game, it took hours of work to doing those salvaging and all that shit and tracking it in Mega Mech, and Then we kept changing the way we did it. As Rad mentioned, we did spreadsheets, and it was hours and hours and hours. Destiny is a compromise, it's a shitty compromise, and no one likes it. Some people hate it, but God, it saves me so much time, which is important for me. So Destiny is the best of the worst.
Yeah. Each system has their pros and cons. Destiny definitely has its cons as a phoned in, rushed piece of thing that they really didn't care about.
Imagine if it had been Savage Worlds. My God.
It would have been a better base than what they went with.
Imagine if pistols dealt less damage than sniper rifles.
What a shame that would have been.
We got some great fucking artwork out of this show, too. We got some incredible work by Rad and by Cotton and by so many others. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to say, but, you know, I've been saying it since the beginning of this arc. Just thank you to everybody that helped make this here. The fucking snail. Don't listen. Rad, can you just admit it? Was it you? Every single time?
It wasn't me ever. I never drew a snail.
Was it you, Pondo?
No.
Cotton? Who drew these goddamn snails? I don't understand. Was it you, James? Was it you? We'll never know who drew.
I definitely can't draw that well. So
Was it you, Soundwave?
But he wasn't there the first time that the snail appeared.
I don't know. He was just smiling.
The
so
snail
I didn't
appeared
trust
at the beginning of season 3.
That is a convenient excuse.
Yeah.
I have thoughts on it, but I'll plead the fifth.
My only guess is that that it's actually under where the roll thing is in the accessory mod, and the accessory Battletech mod is, and when you just select all, copy, and then paste, you copy that snail with it.
Oh my God, Dunamis, you son of a bitch! Is that true?
I was gonna say, I think it's Dunamis' secret calling card.
Oh my God,
that is my only guess that could be it.
That's enraging if true. I don't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. It might be Sidious. That's all we've got. All right. So for my outro,
rapier though.
Oh yeah, of course. For my outro, let me say Oath of End of Steel is still ongoing, although the next episode will be the end of its first season, and then we'll do a single episode that will be Patreon only, where we talk about our experiences during the season. Then we'll do a break episode, and then we'll be back. But of course, I'm going to be going on vacation at the end of November. Don't worry, we don't have any plans to abandon End of Steel. It will continuously be putting out episodes as often as we can. Soundwave has offered to be our first guest star. So, and by offered, I mean Eric Bulgaris goes, Soundwave must be the first guest star.
I was like,
We got
okay,
Rad, we got Gleemo, we got James, we got guest stars coming out the butt. Neo Buzzard recorded that ad for us. Lenito wrote a poem for us. Eric has made so many... Listen, getting the primary beer, there are plenty of memes that have traveled from A Time of Total Warfare to End of Steel, but taking an End of Steel ad forward to A Time of Total Warfare and bringing primary beer in, as Billy's father was the one who wrote Jasper Hiroka is a bitch. The rap. Primary
Solid
beer.
connective tissue there.
Perfect. Those are those deep lores that I, APGamingREAL, like to plant. I'm working on Solaris Knights sometime in the far future. I'd like to do Rose Black Civil War, which will take place during the Civil War era. You okay, Rad?
Yeah, my wife is ridiculous.
All right. I'm just going to let whoever wants to go next do outros. We'll do them loosey-goosey style.
I'm Gleemo. Thanks for having me on over and over again. You know, you guys always made me feel so welcome as a guest member, and you know, that doesn't happen in a lot of RPG groups when you're coming in for, you know, a one shot or whatever. So really appreciate that. always have enjoyed watching and playing with you guys, and thank you so much for including me in the finale. I really, really, really expected to get killed a lot of times, and I'm shocked that Harbinger survived.
I wanted to give you a chance to go out in the way that you wanted to, but it wouldn't have made sense with your mech basically being a brick. And
Yeah,
literally only a brick. Not like your engine was brick, like you have enough armor left to form a single brick.
Just stripped it bare. It's not. It wasn't LRMs anymore. They were just literally heat beam. Just. I guess I can go ahead. Sunway's Ghost. Very happy I got to play. I've loved this show since it started. Like I said earlier, I was one of those people in that very first thing when he mentioned it. That was like, "Hey, this will be fun. You should do it." And I was right. I love it. I love to have everyone watch it. I watch the VODs after I've actually watched it live most of the time just to see if I missed something. For myself, next Thursday, maybe I'll be starting over on Lucas G Variety's channel for his Band of Blades game. Tuesdays, I run an Alien RPG Destroyer Awards scenario over there as well. And on the alternate Tuesday, that's, I think, Dungeon World right now, but it's coming up toward the end of that. And hopefully I'll start popping up soon, quotation marks, for the Oath and Distill and for however long it takes Jasper to kill me. Because he's going to be the one that's probably had the most problem with the character I'm coming up with. Other than that, again, thanks for letting me play, and see you next time.
I'll jump in. I'm James, currently the Grimdark podcast. It's been a lot of fun to play with such a great group of players and such a complex and excitable, mysterious, and eloquent storyteller as Arthur. I will be back here on Saturday, where you'll get to see me take out my frustrations on Arthur against a whole group of people in Rogue Trader. And then I'm obviously back on Wednesdays too for Cyberpunk. A lot of fun, and I hope everyone had a good time tonight, because I certainly did.
You mean sending bodies to stand in front of AP's gun?
Oh my god, James, I forgot that I wanted to have a scene where Nero is drifting a tank as a preview for the next episode and imply that Rogue Trader was an anime made in clan space. Oh my god, I completely forgot.
That connective tissue isn't quite so deep.
No, I fucked it up. All right. Whoever's going next, go.
I'll go next. I'm Cotton. I doodle and stuff. I think I joined this series at a strange season, but I still had a lot of fun. I really wish I could have interacted with AP's NPCs more and done more out-of-mech stuff, because that was super fun to figure out all the little backstories he made for him. And you can catch me on Tuesday night on his On the Tabletop game and Pondothemad Sunday night Gestalt game. That's all I got.
This is me on my left. Is it Pondo?
It's me or you.
Is it? Oh, okay. I'm Raddosaurus. I had a great time over the last 3 years. I'm ready to move on, but I'm also sad to see it end. You know, you always leave a little bit of yourself when you leave a game like this that's run so far for so long. Thank you to all of my friends, Pondo and Cotton, Glimo, Soundwave, and Eric, and Grimmy Jimmy, and Arthur, and everyone else who's come and played games with us. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time and the laughs and all the good vibing that we do here. So yeah, that's it. I look forward to doing more stuff with Arthur soon.
Was that it? Was that everybody?
That's it. No, we still got Pondo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
Please, Pondo.
I am Ponder of Pondothemad. You can find me on YouTube or Twitch /Pondothemad. Or you can find me, not at the moment, it'll be in a couple of weeks, but on Sunday nights on my own channel during my 5e Gestalt game. Or you can find me find me here Saturday nights with Rogue Trader with James as the GM, AP, Henley, and Big Spoon, who just came in as far as new seasons go.
Nah, he's our intern. He's not a full cast member yet.
Oh, okay. Intern.
We haven't hired him yet.
Okay. We want to bleed his work in for free while we can.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten that big cast member raise yet, I see.
What is he called it? Simp for play?
Oh no, simp for stream.
Simp to
Simp for
stream.
stream. Yeah. Simp for stream will be the meme that I will be remembered for.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting moment to just like take its character and push him to the side. Not really push him aside, but put him into the bookshelf of old characters that will never be used. Probably never be used again.
No, we'll do another OBA thing.
Oh god.
Masked wrestler, like 60-year-old masked wrestler shows up in an anime ass shit. The wizard shows up again. And he's like, "It's time. One last battle to save the multiverse."
So then I would have to do like a like a hick Spanish accent to try to come up with that. It's like, oh no, not again.
I think that was kind of vaguely American French.
Yeah, I
Well,
gotta work on my
Gleam teach you
Spanish
how to speak
accent.
Cajun. Close enough. That's in the South.
Oh, I can pull Cajun. I could pull Cajun off.
I know you think you can pull Cajun, but Cajun people are the only ones that can really pull Cajun.
Okay, I would do a Cajun, but I'd probably be making some people upset.
I would be
Probably-
I lived in Louisiana. I feel like I can legitimately get upset over this.
Nobody down there knows how to use a computer anyway. They can't watch.
Sorry, the entirety of the American South. Raddosaurus does not represent the views of this show.
I mean, the final show is a good one to alienate half your audience on. So
Yeah, perfect.
That's what I'm saying. What do you got to lose? Can't hold anything back now.
Well, I have some things to say about Croatia then.
We'll say I'm interested in what we might be doing in the future if whenever we come back to it. I'm guessing it would be like a month or two before we come back to anything.
Well, don't pin me down to anything. I just want to get through the next 2 weeks.
So do I, actually, yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it, audience. Thank you for your support. This is the end.